Oh, Nessie, don't you worry. It won't be soft. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're going to be kicking it off here in just a minute. A little jazzy rock. Yeah, someone said. We got a fun show planned tonight. We're going to do our first two character creations in Detroit Living City, set in Cyberpunk 2077. If you guys are familiar with our old work, I think going back 3 years ago. 3 years? Yeah, 3 years ago. We decided we wanted to do Cyberpunk as our first show on Nose Foundry. And it was a riot. So now we're back. And we're gonna be doing the same thing, everybody. I am super pumped to be doing this. Cyberpunk is one of my personal favorite settings to run in. And 2077, when the video game came out, is a little background information. We were like, oh my God, let's piggyback off of the game release. This could be fucking wild. And then the game shot itself in the foot. So it didn't do as well as we wanted to. And now, 3 years later, just like our Norse Foundry show, Cyberpunk 2077, the video game, has revitalized itself with the release of Liberty City, and it has become one of the best video games for modding and just RPG in general. It's fantastic, and I love it so much that I decided we needed to come back to it. So tonight, that's what we're going to be doing. We have some new tech here, some new things on my end. Let us know if you can't hear us or anything, because I am currently setting all of this new stuff up. For example, I just realized that my lovely EQ is not moving because I did some EQ work right before we started. Because, that's what you do. You move your EQ around before the show starts. Let me find my EQ, and I'll bring everybody out here. There are no cards tonight. Subscriptions are open. If we get at least 5 subs tonight on Streamloots, I will give them extra points in-game to use. We are starting below the Edge Runner point amount. Voice is good. Awesome. Let me find this, and we will be good to go. Why can't I find it? There we go. Now we got that EQ. So there's some fun things in store. For example, there's somebody... I love music. I'm a big music person. I listen to everything besides country. If you're bothered by that, the same thing I say at the start of every show. The X is in the corner. You can click it. I don't hate the people who like it. I just don't like to listen to it. It's the only genre. I mean, I'm wearing a K-pop hat right now. So... with that said, I love cover songs. You guys all know that I'm a big cover song fan. And Laura Babick is covering Fuck the Club Up. And I'm excited for this. I cannot wait till she finishes this. I've never heard the words titties scream this way in my entire life. So this is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be jamming out, listening to some stuff, playing a live show, and building characters together. But I can't do this alone. I need friends. And I brought 2 tonight of the 4 that are going to be on the show. So let's get into it. Look at them dancing!
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello, friends.
So I see we got some dual sound. I'll fix you too. So we have we played Cyberpunk for 3 seasons or 2 seasons? Do you remember? We lost the first one to the ether.
I know, just so sad.
It's so sad. I think it was 2 seasons, and then we came back and did our MedTech group.
Yes.
Yeah, for a one-shot.
Yeah, that was fun.
We had the most guest stars ever, I think, on that show, which is a crazy amount of work, but we're doing it again. So we have a huge Rolodex of guests that we've had over the time, and we're going to have some more on. Let me get our normal music back on here. And I wanted to make sure that we brought back some of the favorites. And as a matter of fact, we decided to bring one back as a permanent cast member. So Matt Palmer is going to be joining as a permanent cast member. We're going to have a 4-person cast. We usually don't do 4 persons on Mondays. They're usually 3 and a guest. So we're going to be doing that. Palmer's joining. Kelly will be back as well. Cyberpunk is one of her favorite set pieces. Anything dystopian universe. She's on VK or vacation right now, so she won't be here. But we'll do their character creation next week. So we haven't shared a lot. I didn't even show overlays off anywhere. I just decided that today I would fix the overlays for the show and get them all ready to rock and roll. Do you all know what you're going to make?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
positive?
Ready to go, rocking and rolling again.
Are you 100% sure?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. So we'll go.
We haven't built anything yet, though.
You haven't built anything yet. Okay.
We're gonna build with you
I thought
guys.
maybe you guys did a little building off screen. I didn't know what you guys did.
Maybe Adam.
I built.
Adam's like, I built the whole fucking thing. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I
It's all
didn't.
done.
I got another one just in case if Nick's 2.0 dies. Nick's 3.0 comes out.
Cyberpunk is brutal. For those who've never seen a Cyberpunk show, the command might be in here still. Wasn't it like Wolf Smasher or something?
Something like that. That was that was pretty big.
Was it Wolf Smasher?
I feel like it was Wolf Smasher.
Wolf Smasher? What are we talking about?
It was when Jared's character got decapitated and killed and murdered and turned into the large machine. He chased after you guys and attacked you, and we made a command for the audience to roll his damage. Hold on here. I'll pull up chat commands. It was just a massive amount of damage.
It was what, like 100 D8s or something?
No, it was like 40, I think.
Well, Diana was 100 D8s.
Diana got up there a couple times. It was on. I don't have it on this one. It was on our other channel. It was 40 D6. I just looked it up. 40 D6. 40 D6.
JD, it's been done. First season of Cyberpunk, my character.
Gotta have character that does so much damage. You can end Erik. She killed numerous kids in one shot.
No, not just kids.
Not just kids. They were kids. No Girl Scouts, though.
This is where the jokes of kids come from.
This is where it started. The bucket was aliens. Kid murder was in Cyberpunk. Yes. Which is so funny because it's like the #1 trigger that people say you can't have at a tabletop RPG. Right. And we have turned it into a running joke.
Yeah.
We're not good people.
Diana.
We're not good people at all.
No, it's Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I blame Cyberpunk.
Kids are not safe.
So I did add something kind of fun. So I didn't show them this, but whenever we get a like if you guys get a bad call, there's a chance in this game we are adding a new version of net running where you can do quick hacks like the video game. It's a play test going on right now with Artel Soren. They're putting out a 2077 book. There's some new tech in there, but I made it so if calls go bad, it looks like this on screen. And there's a red static that fills the field of our video overlay. And everybody has their own. Yeah, you'll see it when it comes on screen. Okay. It's super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
This is not delayed.
And then when it goes away, so we'll have that for each person. So if there's like bad static, bad issues, things like that, you'll have that. Diana, just slide it forward because you can actually rewind and fast forward in YouTube. Sometimes the bar is just back too far. So I added that. But tonight we're here to do one thing. We're here to make characters.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, rock and roll. And we have to talk about all that stuff.
Murder.
Not
really yet.
Secret murder.
So let me go over to our work table. So I did a few things. I wanted to make sure that one, we have this lovely 3cam setup for the night, so you can see what this looks like. We have my solo cam as well. We also have a solo cam for the two of them on the screen together for tonight. But I'm in the corner, so when we talk, it's still like that.
Nobody puts Frankhouse in the corner.
Yeah, no one puts baby in the corner. We went with the vertical names for this for the overlay. Detroit Living City is something that myself, Kelly, and Alan made years ago when we were running a living community for Shadowrun. Decided that Shadowrun was a bitch because it was like a Bondo on a car. Eventually, a car is going to fall apart. You just can't patch all the problems in Shadowrun. And then we went to Eclipse Phase because this wasn't out yet. Well, this is out now. And I said, Kelly, we're talking about playing Cyberpunk. She goes, you're going to do it, aren't you? I was like, yeah, I think we're going to go back to Detroit. And we have like 100 and something pages of content for Detroit as a set piece in Cyberpunk 2077. So with that, let's go over to the worky table. Boom. So in the center, it's empty because we have access to our PDFs for the show tonight. So we're making characters. Diana, Adam, I know you guys have ideas of what you want, but the first question I'm going to ask is really simple. Do you want people to know your character names or not? Because I have left them off the side of your screens for now.
The real name or the
your alias, name? Your alias name, your handle.
Oh, my handle we can know.
We're good with the handle?
I think.
Yeah. Do your handle. I'll say my handle too.
Ooh, is this not form fill? I thought these were form fill. What? How are you not form fill? Ooh. Well, go ahead, Diane. I'll write it down and then I'll fix this.
Okay, I'm gonna go as Rev.
Rev, like revolutions?
That too, like rev your engine.
That's a revolution.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, it's exactly what I meant. Yeah, Rev. I thought
Okay.
so my guess, I wrote down guesses for names. I put
Oh, yeah?
RPM.
Oh,
That's cool.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you're gonna go RPM. I was like, I think Diana's gonna go RPM.
It was
That
either. I also thought of NOS, but then I was like,
NOS?
I don't know, NOS. Yeah.
Nas, that's a good racer name. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to be Too Fast, Too Furious, episode 39 or movie 39, wheelchair edition.
I mean, maybe with my real name.
Oh God, what was this? Can we wire up a bridge and blow it up? That can also happen, Star Drew. That can also happen. Since we're playing in Michigan, we have a lot of fun stuff like that to play with. Let me see if I can find. We have form fill character sheets, right? I'm not drunk. I haven't even started yet. I haven't drank a thing. Like, what's going on?
Oh, we did. Scream sheets?
I positive. Well, I had to make that one. That was a different one.
Oh.
I swear to God, we had one. I opened these up just haphazardly. I was like, oh yeah, cool, we're ready to go. These are ready to be form filled. Apparently I'm wrong. Apparently character sheet is not ready to be form filled. So let's try this one.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you sent us one.
We do. I filled them out all the time.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's try this again. See, this is why we're doing this live. So we're gonna go with character sheets and then save one for Adam, save one for you. I'll replace this one. Done. Yes, replace. File. Save as, and we'll do the same thing. So I have the sheets over here, so if everybody sees me looking in a totally different area, that's because I have it on my vertical screen, so it's easier to read. All right, and then let me open Adam's backup. There we go. So Diana, you're gonna go with Rev.
Putting it in mine.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we'll be looking
Rev.
down. So for those who are wondering, we're using the Cyberpunk Red app. If you ever play Cyberpunk Red, it is awesome. It has everything. And then for $4.99, you can add Black Chrome, which this PDF kicked off a ton of ideas for the show for me, specifically since we're talking about night markets. This basically is like hearkening back to old Cyberpunk 2020. I don't know if anybody here played 2020. Have you two played 2020 ever? The old Cyberpunk?
No.
Do I have it down here? I might even have it.
Amongst the old threshold of books.
Oh, well, I gotta knock down all the books that are laying on the floor because I'm reorganizing. So hold on. All right. So
Yes, books.
this, yeah, of course I do. So this is the old Cyberpunk 2020. This is the
wow.
Cool.
old floppy, like look at how the print is in this. This is old school.
Oh yeah.
Yellow pages.
This print was this original print.
Wow.
And I think I bought a duplicate later on. And then when I was working for ChessX, when we were packing, it was me and Drew. We found they had. Do you guys remember dragon skins?
No.
I remember hearing about dragon skins. Yeah.
Okay, so dragon skins were these things that you put on, like almost like the dust jackets, but they're pleather.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I have the new Cyberpunk book in that
Well,
to make
fun.
it feel
That's
old
cool.
school, but the new Cyberpunk's all pretty.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's what those are.
We
I was
have.
like,
Adam has it.
yeah, there you go.
We have it.
Cool box sets, all that kind of stuff. Diana, that's where all of our jokes come from. It's true.
It is
true. It's
A
true.
lot of our jokes originate here.
Oh my god, we're so. This is gonna be. We thought it was bad before. It's gonna be worse now.
Baby.
Oh yeah,
Funny,
Adam played a
you're
character who
just in time.
sang all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Nick's. Well, you're a rocker. I thought for sure you're gonna come back and play a rocker again. I was like, I don't think he cannot.
Changing it up a little bit. There
Yeah.
might still be some singing.
I
I always end up getting some singing happening in every show we do anyway. So it's okay.
True. That is a truthful statement.
Actually, I don't know if there was singing in John Wick though.
I don't I don't think
so.
your character ever sang.
No, nothing. Not even happy birthday.
You had a whole show off. Well, with that said, do you you know what you're playing then? What handle did you go with, Adam?
I'm going with Calvary.
Are you serious? Like Call the Cavalry?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh boy.
He hates it.
No. I don't hate it.
With a long name.
I have an idea.
Because I also thought. Okay. Because I also thought of Velocity, but I was like, that's a mouthful to say.
No, Calvary's fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. There's an inside joke with that word.
Right. I always gotta.
I'll make sure it comes into the show at some point in time. And you're going to be playing, Diana. You said you're going to be playing what? Are you going Nomad?
Nomad. Yeah.
So, all right. So let's take a look at that real quick. I'm going to go into our Cyberpunk stuff. Hey, look, this for Raven and for all the people who are in Living ETHAUNTIA the other week. There's hyperlinks in this book, unlike Paizo's. I got called out because I bitch about the hyperlinks in Pathfinder products all the time. Because I get so mad. Todd called me out for it. And I was like, yes, it's ridiculous. So let's go to Nomad and we can kind of get a little bit this together. This is going to be kind of a team build effort. So helping each other make characters, doing that kind of stuff. We're going to go the life paths as well. So let's talk about this. I think we need to go to here. So there's a lot of ways to do statistics in this game. And last time we did the random tables because I hadn't played with you before. That was our first show. I wanted to make it as easy as possible to make characters. And you do the stat generation. We're not doing it that way this time. We're going to go point by. And if you scroll through page-wise, we're going to go to the complete package calculated. But we're not starting at starting characters, the 62. We're not starting there. Since I know, and I have learned the hard way, that we have Streamloot cards, you all get so powerful so fast. Did you knock something over, Adam?
It was just my dice, my bad.
So powerful, so fast that I want to start us one level down so we have room to grow. Okay. So we're gonna start at the 50 points, and your roll is gonna start at 3.
Okay.
So those are the only two really big changes that I'm doing for the show. For those who have never seen this before, your role is ability. Each class or each profession, what the fuck are they called in here? Role. Each role has a role ability, and they're specific. So unlike D&D and other games out there where everything feels like, if I'm a rogue, I can still be a fighter, be a wizard, be something else. These kind of have some real specific lanes because of their abilities. And then all the skills are very open, so you can flesh out the character how you want. So with that, you're going what, Adam?
Me?
Yeah, where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna be a lawman.
You realize we're playing criminals, right? We're playing...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
You realize that you're playing. We're building to be edge runners that do. Are you retiring immediately, or are you just going to be a corrupt cop?
Corruption is morals, not morals. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to be Robin Hood?
This game doesn't have morals.
Yeah, well, I mean, I always like one thing that I thought of. There's a line that Wash says in Firefly. You know how much I love robbing from the rich, selling to the poor. I think that's perfect.
Selling to the poor. That's fucking funny. Okay, so which one of you want to start off the rolls to start going through your life path?
Go for it.
We're going Diana first. All right, so
Diana first.
So we have points. I'm gonna make some notes on my end so we can just quick do things. You're gonna have 50 points to spend. If we get 50 subs tonight, or 50 subs, 5 subs tonight, 50. I must be on a different channel. If we can get 5 Streamloot subs tonight, I will give them extra points. Let's say if we can get 5, I will give you all 5 extra points. If we get 10, I'll up your roll to 4.
Wow.
Ooh.
If we get 10. If Kelly was here, Kelly would buy her way to victory immediately. I already know what would happen. But Kelly's not here, and Serving Hands is working. So
I'm gonna message Kelly, be like, Kelly,
we're gonna make sure nothing happens. So 5 subs, 5 extra points each. 10 subs, I'll give you the 5 points, and I'll give you an extra roll. So you'll get 4 instead, which puts you halfway from the 1 to 10 chart in the game.
Nice.
So we're starting at 50. That's your stat points. And if you look at it on screen, I believe stat points go between your 10 stats, and they are 1 for 1, if I remember correctly.
Oh, on stats? Yeah.
Yeah, they're 1 for 1. So, yeah, Katie has got a client. She may not be here till the tail end, so no saving this party right away.
Oh, no.
No Serving Hands. Yeah, she is off doing work. Emergency work. She pinged me. She's like, I missed the show. It's like, you'll be here towards the end. We might run a little bit. We're making characters. So with that, you want to look at your character sheet, and you guys are using the phone, obviously. And these are the 10 stats. So you have intelligence. Well, here, we'll back up so we can actually show what they are. I'm going to move Black Chrome over one. All of your stats. You have intelligence, which is how smart you are. You have willpower, which is determination and ability. Think about these stats and like how you want your character to be. I think the way we build these characters is a little more organic than min-maxy. If we have to go back and shuffle stats and stuff, totally acceptable. We're making characters right now. So the thing to remember is your stats are 1 for 1, and you have 50 points. Your stats are not going to be that high to start. And upgrading your stats is difficult in this game. It's expensive. If I remember correctly, I think it's like 10 for 1 point to upgrade a stat.
Yeah.
10 experience points. So it'll be hard. There will be some legendary cards that give a stat point.
Dope.
So there are ways to get them in your career. So willpower is that. Cool is your ability to impress and influence people through your character and your charisma. So think of it like charisma. They've actually kind of divided those up. It's a really cool stat for initiative as well. Sometimes you use cool. And then empathy is your ability to relate to people. I will remind everyone, empathy also determines how many pieces of cyberware you can cram in your body.
Right.
I do not recommend, and would say don't do, because it's called cyberpunk, not normal punk. Don't try to dodge cyberware, you will die. Like, not having cyberware is a guaranteed way for the street to eat you alive. Your combat groups, you have technique, which is tech. It's ability to manipulate tools. Think of that as like all your technical know-how and warehouse. It's also, it might be like technical for dealing with fences, like talking to them sometimes is the technical know-how, how to rewire a computer, running programs. And then your reflex is your response time and coordination. That is the stat for how quick you are. So solos, for example, get really good in reflex because they have a roll ability where they can shift their initiative. And then the fortune group is luck. Remember, luck is a 1 for 1 bonus to rolls. There will be cards to refresh this pool. Otherwise, they only refresh, I think, once a show. I think your pool points are.
Yeah.
But lucky, I'll have some cards like last time where they will let you get luck points back to keep the show moving. And luck is 1 for 1 on any roll to your D10 roll, not to your damage, but just to your D10 roll. And then physical group is body, dex, and move. What's that?
Can we use luck as a reroll as well too?
No, I don't think there's a reroll rule that I know in it. There is a byproduct that people use, like a house rule where you spend 3 luck and get a reroll.
Gotcha.
So we'll look into it. But as far as I remember, it's just 1 for 1. Cool. But hey, maybe we'll see if there's something else. And they do at the beginning of next session. Body is your size, toughness, and physical ability, like how much you can take. Also is a big part of your health or hit points in the game. Dexterity is your physical competence. It pertains to balancing, leaping, jumping, combat, athletic activities. Gymnasts have a high dex. And then move is your speed of move, run, leaping, and swimming. So all of those are actual stats. Unlike having secondary stats, you put points in all of these. So, Diana, go through and assign your points. I would say look at your skills. If we go back over to your character sheet. Since you're going to be a nomad, nomads are racers. They're drivers. They have a family. 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 But with family, having that driving is going to be important. So I would look through your skills in the control skills line. That's all your piloting. Yeah, it's the 3 boxes down in the first column. Oh, you have the. I don't know. Your app's different. I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's going to have your drive land, your pilot air, your pilot sea, and riding, which is for animals, which is very rare but can happen. I think it also you can use it for bicycles. I think is what ride falls under. Skateboards.
Riding.
But
Riding
but drive land is going to be your primary one you're going to want. I will remind everybody, we're in Michigan. Michigan is surrounded by water. And we're in Detroit, and that is right on the water.
Boats.
So you may want some skill in that. Who's getting rocket boots? Nessie, there's no rocket boots in this game. This is dystopian dark future. The way I'm describing Detroit is it is a gritty, dark, violent, dark humor set piece. It's called the setting kind of design I've called is neon black. It's so dark that only neons can cover it up. And our slogan or our tagline for it, so when we did the old show, it was Murder, Death, Kill, which is from Demolition Man, MDK. Mm-hmm. For the new one, it's going to be MMM, which is for music, motors, and murder, because it's Detroit. And all those, like, it was known as Detroit Rock City, the Motor City, and it was the highest crime capital place for a very long time. 90s on through to about mid-2000s, and now it's in a rebuilding phase, which is kind of what we're doing in this show as well. But we'll get into that later. But yeah, you're probably going to want to have the derivative stat for those, and you can see those are all reflex.
Okay. On the app, it doesn't show that, so I might need you to help me with that.
It doesn't show the skills use reflex?
No, let me show Adam so he sees, unless I'm seeing it wrong. So let's say go to air vehicle. It doesn't say there reflex.
I click on something else.
Let's go to athletics.
It should have it on there.
On the app, it doesn't, but we can just pull up a character sheet. And then
so I would say reflex is going to be a pretty important skill for you.
Okay. So
or
put one
attribute. Attribute.
So put 1.
Well, you have your 50 points spread between all of your attributes.
So yeah, the app automatically puts everything at 5, and then gives
you
us
can
like 12
adjust it though, can't you?
Yeah, you can adjust it if you want to. Yeah,
that's up to you. I would adjust things just to based on how you want your character to be. Mm-hmm. So if that's just putting it all at 5, you can go back and adjust those skills later if you want. Okay. I'll have to get your attributes afterwards because I can't do it that way. Mine's not manual.
So let's go through yours. Would it make sense? Because then you can just send me the sheet.
No, you can just tell me what you want for your stats. I'll just type them in.
Okay.
What you want for your attributes?
Definitely reflex.
And there are caps as well. The human max is 7. You can't be above a 7 without cyberware.
But 7 with reflex, you can dodge bullets, though, right?
Correct. Which is insane, by the way. If you can dodge bullets with no cyberware, all your other stats are going to be hot fucking garbage. Because you only have 50 points. But cyberware can pump you into that threshold.
That's true.
And stat points.
Nick's could move his hips a lot. He was really good about moving his hips, dodging all them bullets.
Sure.
Well, some bullets.
I saved your ass many times.
You did. Broken backs and a hole in the hand, which turned out to be a great sex toy.
Okay. We're talking about me right now.
I forgot about all of that. I didn't forget about the hole in the hand. I'll never forget the hole in the hand.
Adam had a fuck hand.
He did on stage. He used it on stage. So what are you thinking for stats then?
Okay, reflex for sure.
How many points? This is your choice. What do you assign? Just assign it in your app. Just tell me what you're gonna do.
It's at 6 right now. So I just changed it to 6. Let's just do 6.
All right.
I feel like movement.
Okay, that's your physical move.
I feel like that should be up too.
Okay, what do you want on it?
I'll put it at 6 for now.
Okay.
Because right now everything's at 5, so we can always adjust.
How many points extra do you have after they put everything at 5? Isn't that you have 12 points afterwards for 50? Mm-hmm. Are you sure they're not giving you 62 points?
They're giving us 62. 50 they place across the board, and then there's the 12
Well,
points.
you only have 50 to move, though. Because we're not doing 62 point buy. We're doing 50 point buy.
Ah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're going to have to lower some stuff and raise some stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
Because you're street rats. You're just starting. You're not edge runners yet.
So so basically that 5 across the board, we have to adjust those 5.
You have to pull points from one to add to another.
That's fine. Okay.
Because otherwise, you're above the call. So if you look on the screen and you look at the point buy, let me scroll back down to it. Right here, starting character. Oh no, you are right. It is 62. I am wrong. That's minor supporting characters 50. I apologize. You are 62.
Gotcha.
So you are right. Apply your 12 points the way you want. I had that wrong. I thought it was 40 was the supporting cast, 50 was street rats, 62 was edge runner. So you have 52. 62. Okay. So 6 for reference, 6 for move. What do you want for your intelligence? How smart is she? Skills that use those are like education skills, accounting, animal handling, bureaucracy, business, composition, criminology, cryptology. Remember, you are buying and selling. So maybe gambling falls under intelligence. Education falls under it. Your lip reading, concealing, and revealing an object is intelligence because you know how to hide it. Perception is intelligence. Tracking people.
Let's do intelligence.
How many points you want?
I guess 1. I'm just putting 1 point in each for now. I don't.
So you're gonna put them all at 6 then?
Yeah, and then we can adjust it after we figure that out because it's harder, right? Because everything's at 5 right now.
Yeah, but that's the baseline. So when you roll your D10, remember the way the game works is you add your attribute and your skill together and add that to 10. Or add it to your D10, not a 10, a D10. So you're going to roll this and add those numbers to it.
Right. Okay.
Because that's 1 to each is over the amount, isn't it?
I have 9 points remaining, it's telling me.
How? How many stats is there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
10 of them.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's weird. I don't understand how that's feasible. I guess they all start at 5 and they don't count that out of your 62 points to spend. Your baseline's 5. That's what it is.
Baseline is 5 across the board.
Yeah, it starts you off at a baseline of 5.
That's what. No. I'm saying they, out of those 5s across the board, you're not spending any point. They're just giving you 5s.
Yeah.
That's human average.
But we can adjust everything.
Right. So if you did 6 and everything right now, you should have 6 times it's 10 stats. That's 60 of your 62 points, though, isn't it?
Yes, then there would be 2 left over.
There'd be 2 points left if you did 6 in all of your stats, Diana.
So do 6 in all my stats
I'm saying
right
if
now?
you do, you only have 2 points left to spend.
I mean, we could. Oh shit! We could.
Where would you want the 2 points to be? Your human max is 7. That's up to you. I'm just telling you how it looks.
Yeah.
I would want int higher. I would want my reflex. I mean, dude, reflex of 7 would be fire, but
as you're racing and dodging bullets.
That's true. Let me do reflex 7.
Okay.
Nope.
Because now you're dodging bullets in a car.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like willpower should kind of be high too.
So your will, for things that are will-oriented, skill-wise, these are things that happen in the show. There's not a ton of will skills.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because will is more of a breakdown for, I believe, your humanity.
What about... Oh, I wish I had my... Oh, let me look here with you, Adam. Can you tilt your computer so I can see...
Oh, the character sheet?
Go? Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason it is that set that way is the derived stats. Hit points and humanity are derived stats. Hit points are based on body and will together. And that's why will is important. It's a secondary stat to give you your total hit points. If you look at the screen right now on page 79, I have a chart up. So that's why. So if your body is like, let's say you keep it at a 6 and your will's at a 6, you start at 40 hit points.
I see.
So if you bump it up to 7, that's 45. If it's a 7 and a 6 was 45. A 7 and a 7 is 45 too. So that will kind of gives you an extra bonus. Also saves. When you go to make a roll versus thing that mentally affects you, you use your will a lot. Specifically, if people try to hack your cyberware with quick hacks, willpower is the skill that is used, or the stat that is used. So you may want a better will, because you are going to have something to help you drive your car, a brain piece for that. You might have some soft skills, which are like fake skills that you can use. So you may want your will up a little bit.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, so...
That's the only thing I could think of looking at it quickly. And if you need an idea of what stats look like, if you go into Nomad, they have like pre-roll stats tables.
Yeah, I want to see what the Nomad table looks like.
So that's on page 77. I have it on screen for everybody else in the audience right now. This you would roll on for each stat, and it would randomly generate your tables. Everything is basically a 5 to a 7. But for the most part, you're looking at an average nomad having a good reflex. That's the normal go-to for them. Good reflex, and then whatever else you want. How do you see your character? That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Is she tanky? Does she take a beating? Is she a brawler? Is she quick on her feet and shooting? Like your last character you just played was super agile. So I don't know if you want to play more of a tanky one that can take a beating in this one. Nova didn't have, I don't think, a lot of hit points. Not that I remember. She was just quick and killed everybody.
Yeah. But I feel like with this character, if she's going to be racing, she has to be quick.
She physically doesn't have to be. You could be a 200-pound, all-fat human being that eats Eggo waffles dipped in maple syrup bowls.
Wait, I eat waffles.
Yeah, no, it's from Gamer, the movie. No one remembers that scene.
Okay.
It's disgusting. He's like 500 pounds, just like taking waffles and like draping them through a maple syrup bowl and just rolling them and eating them.
So, okay, if I spread everything out, right now I have 6 intelligence, 7 reflex, 6 dexterity, 6 technique, 6 cool, 6 willpower, 6 luck, 6 movement, 6 body, and 6 empathy.
And how many more points do you have left?
1.
You could do tech if you work on your cars.
Okay, tech it is. That makes sense. All right.
So that's
done.
7s and 6s down the board. I still think that feels weird to me. The stat bonuses seem off to me. There's no variancy. Like everyone's just going to be 6, 7s, and 8s. It seems wrong. No, it just seems weird. Because no one's ever going to have a 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you want us to start with less points?
Yeah, we can start with less.
No. I'm just looking over the rules to make sure we're doing it right. Yeah, it looks like it can. No stat can be higher than 8. They changed it. They updated. That's why. It used to be 7. 8? It's 8 now.
8's the big one. Okay.
Yeah, 8's the big one now. 7 is dodge, but 8 is human cap now. That's why. It used to be less. I know I wasn't crazy in the update. Okay. I knew something seemed weird to me. I'm looking at like our notes from 3 years ago, and I'm like, that's not the points that we spent. Okay. So you could raise something to 8 if you want to shuffle points around. You could drop a 6 to a 5 and bump something to an 8 if you want. That's the other thing you can do. While you're looking over that, Adam, do you know what you want your stats to be?
I'm almost done with mine. Yeah. So I'm thinking reflexes. I'm dropping in a big old honking 7.
Okay. Dodging bullets as a cop seems important.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to bump up body to a 7 as well too.
Okay. And then everything else is just going to be 6. You're not going to drop any down to 5 and then bump something to 8.
I'm gonna leave luck at 5.
Not lucky, huh?
No, not as lucky.
Not a lucky cop.
Actually, you know what? Reflexes, because shooting and everything falls under reflex. I'm gonna bump up reflexes to an 8 and dex to a 7.
Dex to a 7, okay.
Yeah.
Aren't you special?
That is.
Is that all your points then?
Oh wait, I got one more. Okay, I'm okay. All right.
Here's what empathy is cyberware.
Right. Okay. Here we go. 6 intelligence, 8 reflexes.
Okay.
7 dex.
Okay.
5 for tech.
5 for tech. All right.
Yeah. 6 for cool.
Okay.
6 for willpower. 5 luck. 6 movement. 7 body.
Yep.
6 empathy.
Okay. So with that, we can get your derived stats really quick, which is pretty fast. For what is your body and will?
Oh,
what's your body and what's your will? And I will get you your hit points.
My body is 7.
Okay.
My will is 6.
45 health.
45? Nice.
Night, Isaac.
Isaac leaving.
Good night.
Good night, Isaac. Thanks for hanging out, Fran.
It says you have hit points equal to 10 plus body and will average. So add 10 to that. So the total down below is that 45. So never mind. They already did it for you. It's 45.
Oh, already did it. Okay.
Yeah. They made a simple table. Your character's seriously wounded threshold is half your hit points, rounded up. Okay. And then your death save is equal to your body.
So 7. Got it.
All right.
And that one is we want to roll under our body or above our body?
I don't remember offhand. I'd have to go look up death saves. I'm sure we'll come across it. But good question. I'll write down death save. I think it is under, if I remember correctly, or it's a target number and you're adding that to the roll. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
So that's the drive stat for that. There's really nothing else for it. Then humanity, whatever your empathy is. So your empathy is what?
Empathy is a 6.
So you have 60, basically times 10. You have 60 humanity. Diana, you can fill those out as well. Your humanity is going to be equal to your empathy times 10. No, yeah, you're using D10s in this game, Sergeant.
60 empathy.
I think it's below.
Where are you filling that all out?
Huh?
Where are you filling that all out?
I haven't filled that out just yet.
It might do it automatically for you in the app.
It'll do it once we
Okay.
populate the whole thing.
Yeah, it is on a D10.
Yeah.
And 10s explode in this game too. It's a very swingy game, so people don't remember this. The way it works is when you roll your die, a 10 it explodes, and you roll a D10 again and add it to it. That's why Diana's character was blowing up small countries with a machine gun. And then if you roll a 1, it's the same kind of swing. You roll it again and minus that from your total. So the gambit is really 35-ish to minus 15, minus 20 something. It's a big swing. Super large. So there could be some problems that happen in the game. We'll see. So Diana, your humanity is equal to your empathy times 10. What is your empathy?
My empathy is 6.
So you got 60 points. And then what's your body?
Body is 6.
Okay. And then what's your will?
Will is 6.
So you have 40 health. 40 hit points.
I have 40 health?
40 hit points, yep. And then skills. Skills are a little different. You will have points to spend. You don't have a ton.
Here it says 60.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 60, but there's a lot of skills in this game.
Yeah.
Remember that there are certain skills that have a ×2 next to them. Mm-hmm. They cost double points. They're skills that are very difficult to learn. So, for example, fly or pilot air vehicle is very difficult to learn. It's ×2. So if you want 1 point, it's 2. If you want 2 points, it's 4. So on and so on.
Okay.
I'd say go ahead and start applying your points. I'm gonna pull up the skill list and kind of go over it with the audience, and you guys can have it as well, just so we know. So take those points you want and spend them. If you have questions on the skills, we can look them up. I know for nomads, obviously your drive for your land vehicle and probably for water, you're gonna want some points in it.
What do you think about air?
It could happen.
Yeah, I know. Knowing you, yep.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm not going to tell you no. Sometimes you're on an airplane with a van in it in the middle of heart surgery, fighting ninjas.
And robot and what is it? And like cyborg dancers or something.
The
It was like
cyborg
that, too.
dancers shooting a music video.
While people are skydiving out with lots and lots of spray paint cans.
Yeah.
Hi, Todd.
That was a real thing that happened in Cyberpunk.
That was great.
That was a real thing. So you know that could happen. And you might wanna maybe have a point or two in it in case that pilot gets murdered. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. I put 2 so far. Okay, continue talking.
I can definitely say that I know Kelly's character is going to be pretty intelligent because of what they want to do. But her skills are going to be very different than everybody else's.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Matt's is going to be, he'll definitely take care of a lot of the physical aspects for what he's saying he wants to do. But hey, we can always move when we get our group together to talk. We can move our skills around. This is about having the general idea of what you want your points to be. Because especially with the app, it's so fucking easy to change things on the app once you have things in. So I would say lip reading, as dumb as it sounds, is a super important skill in Cyberpunk because people talk a lot of times behind glass or hidden somewhere. Sometimes you can get a chance to read lips. A lot of people are doing things on calls, which means it's an AR field that pops up in front of you. I would say athletics is important. Jumping, climbing, swimming, throwing, because that's also throwing objects. Lifting weights, that's important. Athletics uses dex. There is an argument that you use body for lifting weights. I think if you're doing something heavy, I would say substitute your body.
Sure.
Yes, Drew, there's an app now. It's Cyberpunk Red. It's really good. And then for $4.99, $4.99 you can add all of black chrome, which is phenomenal. I'm super excited about black chrome. Bump this up a touch. Realized it was chopping it off. There we go.
What's the highest we can have?
And skills? That's a very good question.
Just because I want to have my drive.
No. I hear you.
Way up.
I feel like that was equal to...
No matter what method you've used to generate your character and stats so far, the next step of character creation will be to find out what they can do, and that means skills. Skills are things that your character knows it can do, represent. Link to stats.
There is an app.
Some skills are hard to learn than others.
We're on it right now.
Looking for the... Here we go. Buying skills. Skills are normally 1 to 10.
It's up to 10.
Well, it says, they go to 10. Characters begin play. Also, you have 4 points in a language related to your culture background. Keep that in mind when we get to it.
Oh, right.
Based on your culture. I'm just writing notes down here real quick. And then we are using the completed package method. So here's the things that you have to have. So let's assign these right away. The following skills must be at least level 2, period. Or you're considered basically not a human.
Everything should be at level 2.
No. I'm going to give you skills right now. There's a list. They may have already done it. So let me know if the app has. Athletics has to be 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So athletics, brawling, concentration.
Brawling, yep.
Concentration. They already spent these points for you?
Yeah, I think they did.
Perfect.
Concentration, yeah, I think so.
So then for the audience, so you seem human, this is how it works. It's athletics, brawling, concentration, conversation, education, evasion, first aid, human perception, language, street slang, local expert, your home, which is like your area, perception, persuasion, and stealth. Without those, you don't seem like a functioning human. So they've said, yo, put 2 in all of these to make sure you're not a piece of crap. And the reason you only have, what'd you say, 60 hit points? 60 skill points?
Yeah, 60.
Is because you start with 86 and they already deducted out those 2 for everything.
From those.
Yeah. So no skill can be higher than 6. That's your cap, Diana. You cannot be higher
than 6. Thank you.
No higher than 6.
So let me put it at 6. My driving.
Master skills are the ×2, and then you get 4 levels of language. You get free based on the culture and origin section when we do our path. we do our life path.
Yeah.
There are examples of skills that you can take based on your character that you're going to play, like your role. So if you're going to play a role for a nomad, they recommend athletics. Brawling is a little bit higher for you. Evasion, everybody, is what you use to dodge
I put
bullets.
some in evasion.
So when you dodge, you're going to be using that reflex plus evasion and dodging. And remember, when combat happens in this, I'm not shooting at you normally. I'm shooting a flat target number, if you guys remember how this works.
Right.
And if I hit that flat target number based on range, you're just fucking getting hit. And then your armor is going to soak. Yeah. Unless you have evasion. When you have evasion, then you have to beat their roll. So the chance is still hard, but it's possible. First aid is important. A lot of times nomads have first aid because they don't live in the city usually. They live outside the city. In this case, we're going to be living outside of the prison state that's downtown. Basically, Detroit, the way Detroit is set up right now, everything got really bad in 2020. And our cyberpunk is kind of a altered history of Earth, like real world. When everything went bad, Corpo Wars started, like the Fourth World War started. Detroit went from what we know today into absolute cesspool level fuck show. Like, it is horrible. They quarantined the downtown inside of walls and made a prison state. Think Escape from New York. That is downtown Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
And then outside of that, they walled off some other areas where people could still live. In the center of those walled garden districts are the rich. They're your corpos, they're your well-to-do that own businesses, they're maybe criminal empire people. And they live at the center because the people who had to live between the district walls, they're like poverty level, gangs, fights, stuff like that. It is literally the purge. They attack the walls and attack the people that live nearest to the walls and raid them all the time for years and years and years. In about 2068, they started to recoup. A lot of those walls have been broken down. By the time we get to 2077, the downtown is still a prison sector. It is the one combat zone. It's dangerous, but edge runners work out of it quite frequently. You go in and out because there's ways in and out of it, and you get sent on jobs to go do things for corpos to get things back from pre-corporate war. Around the outside, the walls are torn down, are in the middle of rebuild statuses right now. So corporations have moved out around that little walled-in area downtown, and they are building again, which means everything's kind of getting renovated. People are, going to their markets again. Some walls exist, but they're like partial district walls now. So like there might be an L instead of a whole area blocked in. And against that wall, those have been rebuilt into high rises and stuff like that for protection. Nomads are on the outskirts or in the destroyed parts of the city, and they run caravans. But the caravans in Detroit are like muscle cars, car haulers, RVs, double-decker buses, shit like that their families can live on. So think about today. It's the sweet irony. Right now, there's so many people trying to do off-the-grid living in real world. This is literally what the nomads are. They are 100% off-grid living kind of people, and they only operate within the lines of the wall and within the cities to get what they want. So a lot of it, too, ATVs, dirt bikes, and four-wheelers and shit like that, and snowmobiles are going to be huge in Michigan because it still fucking snows. And there's tons of tree areas to the north near Grayling, and you're gonna have, like, when we do jobs outside of downtown, like where you got to go out in the districts around, it's blasted land, so you're riding dirt bikes and shit like that and four-wheelers. And there's a lot of dunes in Michigan.
I'm sure there's a really cool van and a driver that can drive us around too.
Yeah, he's dead.
There's a guy named Holiday.
No. He's dead. Holiday's dead. He died next to a boat, remember?
But I saved him!
Yeah, I think he's dead.
I saved Drew.
Drew asked me, he's like, can I play Holiday? I'm like, no, he's too high a level. So that's kind of what that is, just to kind of give a little bit more of like a understanding of Detroit. It's Escape from New York meets RoboCop.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I love RoboCop, so I'm excited for that. If you haven't played the RoboCop video game that just came out, it's phenomenal.
There's a RoboCop video game. Did not know that.
Fucking good, and they just put
That's
out a
cool.
new game plus. It's enjoyable, way too enjoyable. It takes place after, I think, between the first and second movie, I think is when it takes place. They put some love into it, like you can feel it.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, so skills then, perception for nomads are usually popular, stealth, animal handling, because they're still animals and they have to eat.
Oh,
And
really?
they use dogs a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's still animals in the world. There's cyber animals, and then when you get out away from things, there's actual animals still. It's just not. It's not common in Night City because Night City is surrounded by a floating wasteland.
Lots of rhinoceros.
Yeah,
Tons of them.
rhinoceros. Yeah, they're huge in Michigan. No,
Oh,
no.
2077, sure.
And to keep true to Erik Frankhouse Presents canon, Ohio has been blown up. It's a crater, and there is a bridge across it.
That's a big bridge.
It's
Nice.
just a bridge across it. That's all they've built. There's nothing left. It's just a crater.
Is it like a bridge, Michigan to Kentucky, and then one from Indiana straight over to Pennsylvania,
yep.
and just one crossroad piece
Yep.
of land that's
Well,
like
you
right
come
there?
up and around, yeah. So, Michigan. So, it's very important that people understand that it's a waste. Actually, it's not blown up. It's just a wasteland. With one, like the highways have been rebuilt through there, but there's nothing left. It's all like,
Makes sense.
but which that means all the nomads hang out in Ohio, which also makes sense. All the bad nomads, all the people who are fucking like the race and the shitty gangs and stuff like that, they're out of there. I was gonna have one called the Buckeyes and just make them like the most brutal gang possible. But I don't know. We'll see. So
Got slingshots just Buckeye.
powered slingshots. Is that called a gun? No. There is wilderness survival in this too, Diana. That might be
Yeah,
important.
I put 2 in there. Yeah.
So you got enough points to spend. I would kind of go through those and
Yeah.
pick your skills out. I'll just grab those from you after the show. I'm not too worried about that part.
Okay.
But get them together. We can also flex them. What are your highest skills going to be, you two? That's probably what I want to know the most.
It's gonna be for me.
Oh wait, I put that one.
Like, what did you put your drive to?
Drive land vehicle 6.
You added 6 points to it? Holy crap.
I'm a racer.
I hear you. That's just really high. Did you do air vehicle? Did you put points into it?
I did. Why is my language went to a 6? That's weird.
Oh, you get 4 for
6.
free. You get 4 for free, remember?
Oh, okay. You asked for my air vehicle?
Yeah, what did you do? Did you put points in it?
I put 2.
All right. And then what did you do Pilot C?
I did. Let me find it. Pilot C. I put 5.
Did you put anything to ride?
Riding negative because it said animals.
Okay. I don't know if you did. Well, there's horses and shit.
Should I?
Up to you. I mean, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell
No.
you what to do. Did you pick anything else that's pretty high? You got anything that's at least a 6?
Let me see.
5 or 6 anywhere else?
I
It's
think
really
it
good.
was 5 is pilot C vehicle.
There's only one important one. What did you put your innovation at? Just out of morbid curiosity.
4.
I'm a little worried. I think we're going to have a dodgy group.
Do you want me to make it lower?
No, fuck no. No. Oh, you make whatever you want.
Because I feel like as a racer and dodging.
You said 5?
Dodge. Yeah. No, hold on. Evasion is 4.
4? And then
Mhm.
did you do any tech? Because you talked about being a little bit of a techie.
I did a little bit of tech. Let me see.
So basic
air
tech is like everything. Like general repairs, just so you know.
That's a 2.
Oh, you did basic tech at 2? Okay, and what did you do for air?
Air, I have 2.
Very important, because that's the broken plane's a broken plane. And if it doesn't fly, it's worthless.
I have
Same with
cyber tech
helicopter.
is a 2.
Oh, you do cyber technology, so you can do like repair your arms or neural links and shit like that.
Oh, I thought that was something different. Oh, let me subtract the cyber tech then. Let me
Usually
add
you
the
would go to a
tech.
Ripper dock for that.
Right. Okay, so let me add the tech.
You probably
Those
want
2 points. Land.
Land
see what-
vehicles. That's your cars.
Land tech, you mean?
Yep. Yeah. Land vehicle tech.
Land vehicle tech. Yeah, I'll put those 2 in there.
So
Yep,
what's that put it up to?
2.
Because that's going to be pretty important for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any other big skills that you gave yourself? Like, are you got any good social skills, or you have like bribery, because remember, the goal for this character, what we originally talked about, is you're trying to run a night market. Getting old gear, buying and selling things to other people.
So I'm going to have to move stuff around. Bribery is at a 0. What's the other one you said?
I would say bribery or conversation or
conversation.
Human, so let's go through
3.
Human perception is, and this your law enforcer is going to have this. Human perception is kind of like sense motive. You realize what people are.
I have a 2 in that.
Okay, so that gives you a +8. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad.
Maybe I should put more in.
Conversation is talking to people. So if we go back into your skills here. So bribery is knowing how to bribe someone, like bribing a cop to not arrest you. Conversation is the skill of extracting information from people without alerting them of like careful conversation moments. It's just have a normal conversation. Human perception is facial expressions, reading someone, seeing who they are. Interrogating is exactly what you think it is. Persuading someone is convincing, persuading, or influencing people. So that one's pretty big, but streetwise is a huge one. Streetwise is the skill of making and using contacts to get illegal goods and contraband. Taking the criminal element and avoiding bad situation in bad neighborhoods. And trading is the skill of striking good bargain with a merchant or customer. So I would think streetwise, trading, human perception, conversation, and bribery, you're going to want at least a point or 2 in.
Okay, so...
And those will get better as you go, obviously. Remember, you're a crappy night market merchant. The only reason you're in here is because someone in your family is part of this night market, and they're doing better. You just get to park your RV as well and sell lollipops or whatever the fuck it is you sell out of it.
So streetwise, I already have I put a 2 in already.
That's good.
You said streetwise. Persuasion, I have a 3.
That's persuading people. That's good.
Let's see. Perception, I have a 3.
Trading is the other one.
Trading. I think I put points in trading. Trading.
They're all under social skills. I don't know how the app works, but on the character sheet it's very
order.
Easy.
Trading is 2. I put 2 points.
Okay.
Figured that would be important.
Yep. You said your
Unless
persuasion you did 2 as well.
persuasion, I have 3.
3. Okay. Cool.
And then you said lip reading, I have 3. Did you say lip reading?
I mean, that's good. Like if people are talking to each other in front of you, that's good to have. Did you take? Would you say your streetwise is 3? Your trading is 2. Did you take anything for a conversation?
Conversation.
Talking to people.
Conversation is a 3.
So that rounds you out. So now we have a nomad who's a racer.
I just don't have bribery.
Oh, you do have bribery too? What's that at?
I don't. Should I put some points into that?
Don't worry about it. Maybe you're an honest salesperson.
Yeah, okay.
Honesty.
You're, as Nessie says, you sell frozen Thin Mints.
Yeah! Some tonight. That's really funny.
Did you guys really?
Door. Our neighbor put a note on the door with a QR code. We're going to order.
Frozen Thin Mints? Is that a thing out there?
You put them in the freezer. They taste the best.
They're like the ones that go on your pillow.
What?
Like in a hotel?
No, those are Andy's.
I thought it was funny as fuck. So that's pretty good. You have a good round base. So you're nomad, you race, you can fix the stuff that you race, and you can do the night market sales stuff, which is cool.
And I can sell.
Yeah. Adam, playing a fucking cop, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this. Do you have any idea of what you're going to be good at for the cavalry?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, biggest thing is going to be like auto fire for sure. I'll have some,
of course, spray and pray. That's the cop way.
Have some gunnage as well too. But then being a cop, I'm guessing I'm going to at least have a basic police car that I can use.
Yeah, you'll have some squad cars and stuff.
You know, and there'll be some other stuff that we can talk about that I want to add to that, if that's okay.
I mean, I expected nothing less.
I think that part I want to keep it a secret.
Sure.
And everybody will have to wait.
Do it off air.
Wow, you and me?
Yeah.
No, you know the one secret. It's just a secret to everybody.
Well, and also
else.
you have your squad car. You're probably going to have a personal vehicle too. And honestly, most police officers that are part of the Detroit PD, they don't make a ton. That hasn't changed. but
true.
it is kind of owned a little bit more by a corpo sector. So you may not have a really nice car, but you are going to want something off duty, because the last thing you want to do is drive your car and, you know, get in trouble and do illegal things in a cop car.
Exactly. So but I have been thinking about the cop car, and there are ideas.
Okay.
That'll be secret time. Yes. Yes.
I want to tell them so bad.
I do too.
We can't.
I think it's best to keep it a secret.
Yeah, it's gotta. Oh, we have to open with it. We have to open with it.
I love you all. I'm sorry, but we can't tell you.
We can't tell you this.
Yeah,
we have a new acronym for you all, though. That is for sure. We're gonna get in trouble. We are gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get some strikes on us, I think, at some point. You have to be real careful with what we're gonna do.
All right.
I don't think anyone knows about it, and if you do, for some reason, you heard about it in a secret, keep it secret. Don't tell people what we're doing for this. It's too good. Matt is hella excited for it.
Is it? Awesome. Yeah, we'll get Matt involved.
So is our first guest star. We're super excited for it.
Love it. You want my skills? I got them all dropped.
Yeah. Do you have all of them? I don't want to go through all of them right now. We can do that after. What are your most important skills? What do you think
auto fire is good.
Make cavalry.
Auto fire is going to be really big. I got like 6 inside that. I kind of try to spread it.
I hope you don't have enough money to start with an auto fire gun. I would laugh my ass off.
Human perception. I got a 5.
Because you're a cop.
One.
Because you're a cop.
Yep.
That makes sense. I agree with that.
Obviously, like language. I tried to drop at least like 3 points and stuff like regular perception, persuasion, because like as a cop, resisting torture.
I think that a rounded out character in Cyberpunk is super important, because you're making a lot of skill checks to make sure you can do things successfully. And a lot of times I'm just taking a base number that you have. Like, remember in this game, if your stat and your base added together is high enough to equal the DC, you just don't roll.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna be a lot of times where like, you just notice it, which is cool. It's, as a GM, it's great because I can just quick give information out without having to have people roll all the time.
Yeah.
5 is pretty high. Any other good ones that are high? Do you have interrogation? Do you have a really high interrogation?
I got like 3 in interrogation.
It's not crazy.
Yeah. I got like a 4 in streetwise, but then I dropped some stuff like in tracking and tactics as well too. I'm just
that
like,
makes
okay,
sense.
I feel like stuff like that would be
what do you got for tracking?
Helpful. I dropped like a 2 in like both of those.
Some
like
points.
Not a lot. Everything,
tracking
but,
and what else did you say?
And then like tactics as well too.
Tactics, okay. Where's that at? What's that under?
Tactics.
It's not intelligence based, education.
Oh,
there it is. You said what in it?
Like 2. Yeah.
Did you do anything for criminology?
Did I drop any in there?
Because you should.
I was thinking if I did. Yeah, I was thinking.
Because all cops should have some criminology.
I've got 2 in criminology.
Do you have anything in first aid? You should also have something.
I do. I got a couple in first aid. Yeah.
Right.
I was trying to
round it out.
Yeah. And then a little bit, then like 2 3s and like the perceptions and that sort of stuff and everything.
So this is the basic part. We got our character skills. We put everything together. But the fun part is this. There's a ton of weapons in here. We'll get into all that stuff later. I think the thing we should do for the show that is the most important is obviously the fucking life paths.
Life paths. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So let me scroll back up here. Let me get us our life paths. Life paths are what I remember from 2020 the most, from Cyberpunk 2020 the most. Let's see here. What page does our life path start on? Trying to find our life paths. It's in character creation. Corporal Wars. Also, for those who get this book, all of the pictures are hyperlinked as well. So if you click this, it takes you to like road racing. What's the 4th Corporate War? They did a really good job of making it so you can learn the setting fast. All the ads are in here, which is I'm so excited to do the ads again.
Yeah.
Ads are so fun. So we have
43.
They're right after here. So let's do, these are the different roles, everybody on screen. Let's get the lawman up. So this is a lawman. Their role that they have is called backup. I'm really worried about this.
Why?
Well, because he's a cop calling backups. That means that it's going to be like the Shield.
Mhm.
They're all going to be dirty. I can feel it already.
Maybe.
Because you don't want to call them during like an edge running mission.
Mm-hmm. I know.
But you have to think of some like super creative ways to use it.
Well, that's why I'm like thinking like persuasion and all that other stuff on how I can and like human perception and that sort of thing. So it's like if they are dirty, how can I manipulate them in a way? Or if they're good cops, how can I kind of keep them off the track that I'm kind of on? Yeah, so it's kind of playing like both sides of the field for sure.
Yeah, and so you have that, which is backup. We'll get into that skill, and she has motto, which is also that's all of her racing stuff.
Yeah.
So on 158 is the details. I started us at 3. Like I said before, if we get 5 Streamloot subs today, I'll give out an extra 5 points for each player. If we get 10, this is between both character creation days. If we get 10, I will give an extra roll point out. But for right now, you only got rank 1 and 2 and rank 3. Rank 4, it doesn't move up, and to 5, you will change. Rank 1 and 2, this is the stupidest fucking ability.
Oh, backup? Yeah.
I fucking hate this.
Yeah, but to get it takes a little bit of luck with it though too.
Not if you spend luck points.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
So Lawman's role ability is backup. Lawmen call upon the help of a group or fellow law enforcers based on the lawman's backup rank and the conditions under which the call is made. The backup will be armed and armored based on the table below and will be played by the GM. In our case, the audience.
Yeah.
I'll make a stat line that does everything for them. They'll be able to pull it up in chat. Let me make a note here.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be my peeps. I got the audience on my side this time.
Backup. Instead of being Fangs of Fenrir, we have backup, and I'm gonna make sure it's the audience, and then we're gonna put a stat block. So you guys will get the roll for them. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. And it does specify that it doesn't have to be cops. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It could be like retired. What if it's all retired cops? They're all like mall security people.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're edge runners now. As all of them increase the rank, they're likely to promote within their current law enforcement organization or to be recruited by law enforcement agencies that can currently call backup from. When in danger, you can call on backup from a group of your backup rank or lower. As an action, you attempt to roll equal or lower than your backup rank on a D10 to get someone to respond to your call. If you abuse this, your boss will throw you off the force or fine you as if they see fit. So can't abuse it.
Towing the line.
If someone responds to your call, you roll a D6 to find out how many rounds your backup will arrive on the scene. If you roll a 6 on the roll, instead of your typical backup, the backup that arrives will be of the next highest level backup, unless you are ranked 10, in which case 2 separate backup groups arrive. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You can swarm a building with backup. If nobody responds to your call, you can always try your backup again next turn. By the way, when you fail, the DC goes up if no one responds. The difficulty value, DV goes up. Combat, they're pretty good. They roll a D10 like everybody else. They can't dodge bullets though, so they're just bullet sponges. That makes me
exactly
happy. Lots of people getting their heads blown off.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, well, I don't feel anything.
But some of them come pretty armed pretty well. I mean, like rank 1 and 2 is at least like 4 guys show up.
Yeah, so the stopping power of the armor on both their bodies and head location because they're fully suited and kitted out, which is good. And they can get away with wearing it in public. I mean, most people can, but you get away with it because you can run out and I'm on the force. No one's going to fucking stop me. And then HP is the amount of hit points they have. So rank 1 and 2, combat number is 8, so they got an 8 skill. They have stopping power of 7, which is good. That means 7 points of damage can get soaked. Remember, every time you punch through armor, it goes down by 1.
Goes down by 1. Okay.
And you can't repair armor. You replace armor. Hit points are 20, so that's pretty good. I mean, I'll be honest, if you full auto somebody, like, they're gonna die. So, like, if you look at Black Chrome, for example, and we go to this book, by the way, this book is outstanding. If I literally just go to, we want what? Weapons. Okay, we'll go to the weapons table, and we want ranged weapons, so I'll click the ranged weapons. These are, when someone walks through your night market, they're going to see these in the AR display as they're going through. It even has a buy now. and tells you what booth to go to, like you were there in real life. And these tabs at the top are all hyperlinked.
That's fun.
Like you're on a
I think you showed us in the book a little bit. Yeah, it's like looking at an actual like magazine ad, which is really cool.
So let's say that you're getting shot by the pepper shaker, and because that seems like a good gang weapon. When you go to here and you look up the pepper shaker, you click the button, it takes you all the way to the table at the back. So we're looking for the pepper shaker. The Federated Arms pepper shaker does 2d6. Yeah, and then if you roll over to hit, so if I roll to hit him, I have a +8. I would have done an extra d6. I would have done 14 points of damage. So you start blowing holes in people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to take a lot of full auto. Cover in this game is important. At the side of this page, too, if you click this, it takes you back to the page number. It's such a great layout for this. And then level 3, they bump to 10. They get an extra 5 hit points, and their body goes up by 1. So it's corporate security, local beat cops. And they have pistols and heavy Kevlar. Jesus, dude. And then this gets better as you go up, and then you got 10. Rank 10 is ridiculous. Rank 10 is like National Law Enforcement, Interpol, FBI, Netwatch. Netwatch is the people who handle like the illegal net runners.
Mm-hmm.
I am worried how this is going to turn out, but it is going to be a riot.
Yes.
Like you're like, all right, squad banish, get out of here. I got this, and you like fucking put your hat on. Call your squad in.
Mm-hmm. I got some ideas.
Oh, I'm so worried. The next one is Motto, which nomads get, and if Drew's in chat, he should be familiar with this. The Nomad vehicle familiarity, Diana. This is how you just get fucking vehicles. I don't know if you read this.
I can get ski.
So your skill that you have, your roll skill, adds to any drive, anything.
Yeah.
So that 4 you have adds to all driving.
That's awesome.
All piloting, all anything. Which means, unless somebody else is a nomad, they are not going to get you. Unless you roll really bad, have a bad day, and you're like, I don't know, fucking chem coke and driving. I don't know if there's any other way that you're going to fail a check. Because that's a +4 on top of your normal drive. So, like, if we look at your stats right here...
There's 6, I think, for land vehicle.
Yeah, you have plus your stat of 7. So that's 7. So that's 13.
13.
Plus 3 more. That's 16 base.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 10. And a 3. So that's a 26.
6.
Wow.
So you're going to be able to do things that other people can't. That's why Holidays like we're taking the car, right? Every time. Because it was a better weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true.
And then you get to add stuff to your bike.
Yeah, like Drew said, you only have access to one vehicle from the pool at a time. So the Nomads have a motor pool, which is perfect for Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a motor pool. And the way the family motor pool works is Nomad increases their roll rank ability. They have the option of either adding a stock vehicle with a minimum specs of their motto rank or lower to the pool of vehicles. So basically, you can add new things that your family drives. Or you can upgrade one of the Nomad's already permitted family vehicles with a single upgrade. So if you have a car you like and you're racing it, you can just keep upgrading that car. Right? Mm-hmm. And then the rank is on this page here. So rank 1 to 4, they have compact ground car. You have I almost said gyrocopter, a jet ski, or a road bike to start. That's your starting vehicles. And then once you hit 5, you can get helicopters, high performance ground cars, and speedboats. Now this doesn't mean that you can't buy vehicles still. You can still buy a vehicle, pick it up, own things. This is just what you get for free. Because like Adam just said, vehicles are hella expensive.
They're super expensive.
Yeah.
I remember I only got a vehicle because it was a special card that Slit had played and gave me a car.
We are going to have motto increase bonuses and some cool things for the pool. That is definitely going to be one of the things that we do. So you can call on them. A nomad, you just get a vehicle, you can get them repaired. The cool thing about the Detroit setting, when Kelly and I and Alan were making this, is old vehicles that survive, like the 80s, really good ones in captivity, as I like to say. Cars that were like in storage, never saw the salt and horribleness. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. What happened is, because Motor City was all about vehicles, they retrofitted a lot of old cars with new choo engines. So they just gutted them, kept the frames and bodies. So you see a huge mix of cars on the road, where like maybe you have like a Bronco from 2020 still, one of the new ones that just came out like this last year. Maybe you have one of those that survived to 2077. That's considered now like a retro car.
Yeah.
So there's some fun things like that. They gut cars, they make old ones new. A lot of racing in the city. There's a ton of highway in Detroit to race on, so that'll happen. Street racing will happen. So that's gonna be pretty fun for you. So we're gonna have to figure out what car you want. Also, you can pay if you break the car, if something happens, car's destroyed, gets fucked up, 500 eddies, they fix it.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Family.
But yeah, family, we're all together. It's for me, family. Family forever, family. For 500, they fix it. Even family heads pay this because it's a way to saving face for damaging property. It might be waived if you are broke, but your reputation could suffer. But daily repairs for damaging, like bullet removal and shit like that. If you total a car, I think there's going to be a different conversation if you keep totaling a car. Like, they're going to eventually not let you have a car from the motor pool anymore. They're going to give you the jalopy that's in the garage that doesn't run. That still has, like, grandma's walker in the back.
Okay.
So don't trash a car constantly. Expect to just pay 500 and be like, we're just burning behind you. Like, sorry, guys. That's not going to happen. So that'll be pretty fun. So motto of 3. Those will go up pretty quick. I'm excited for that. Yeah, the alternator is for the family. So those are the fun role abilities that we get, which I love. I love that they added this to the game. This has always kind of been a part of the game, but they really defined it in Red. But it takes us to the next best part, which is the fun things.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the life.
We're gonna do our life paths, everybody. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull this back up on screen. This is the thing that's fun. I have some extra questions for each of you to go down on this to kind of help create our characters.
Okay. It's fun.
We can randomly roll, but if they don't seem to fit, we can choose. But I think the random roll to start is always fun.
Okay.
So let me go to the life path. Starts on page 43 in the book.
43. Thank you.
Tales from the Streets. We are in 2077 in Detroit. The first thing that we roll here for both of you is a D10, and this is your cultural origin.
Hey.
Now, if you don't like this, we can pick one instead if you're not comfortable playing it or whatever. But I think it's awesome that they have this. It's just fun. Or you can pick your own.
Okay.
See you, Drew.
Bye, Drew.
Bye, Drew. And because I'm playing a lawman, I am rolling brass.
Oh my
I'm the
God.
brass baby. Yay.
All right. Adam, what you got?
East Asian.
That's what I got. What 9?
So the way that a lot of people have handled this in the time is if you're from there, you can either be of like the actual ancestry, or you could just say, I'm from East Asia. And be whatever nationality, like whatever makeup you want to be as a person, but you're from there. So like that means the culture's bled into you. You might be into something, maybe you're into K-pop, maybe you're a huge samurai fan, maybe whatever it is. Like whatever makes sense that you want to kind of breed into that.
Oh my!
It's so perfect. It's so
What?
perfect.
I missed this.
Think about what our new acronym is, and why being from there is so perfect.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, you could have been in the racing circuit out there. Maybe your family is originally from Asia, and they moved. Maybe they all moved here because they wanted to get away from what is going on there. So you could be from. Maybe you're not from Japan. Maybe you're from China. Maybe you're from Taiwan. Like wherever you want to be from is acceptable. And then maybe you just left and joined the family here. Because again, I will definitely define this. Nomads aren't blood relatives; they're chosen family. There may be blood relatives in there, but it's really people who want to survive and live off the grid, and they are a chosen family together. So you might have came here, maybe you won a title to a car, but that car was here, and you're here to pick up the car, and then you just stayed. There's tons of things we can do with that to make it make sense.
Okay.
But that's funny, man. We both rolled the same thing. The reason it's funny is one of my questions I have.
Unless I change mine because of.
I mean, being from the same. There's nothing wrong with being from the same thing. We got two more people.
Okay.
You don't have to be Asian.
They're both
You know what I mean? Like
nines.
you don't have to be. You just be from East Asia, or you can be. I don't give a shit. Play whatever ancestry you want. You don't have to play your skin tone. Like this is a fantasy game. Play whatever you want. We play orcs all the time. Like,
yeah.
It's like my favorite. It's like favorite ancestry to play as half orc. So.
Well, can't do my voice then.
Oh, why? What? You had a voice already?
I was gonna be British, like English.
Then do it. No, fuck it. Be British.
Or can I be from Japan, but with
Yes.
an English accent?
Yes, absolutely.
Then I'll do that.
Oh,
I'll be Asian. I'll be Japanese, but I have an English accent.
Were you born in like London or something?
Let's say yeah. And then I
Alright.
moved for a time in Japan.
Well, the racing's going to be better there. Import cars, parts, things like that.
Yeah.
Born in. Wow, this already feels like we are writing a Fast and the Furious movie. Um,
Well, do you
Born
want to know what
London.
I'm considering my first name to be?
I mean, don't tell the
My
audience.
real name?
Don't.
Okay, fine.
Don't. I mean, you can. I just don't think they should know your real name until. they're on screen.
Okay.
You can put it in Discord if you want. I'll look at it.
I'll tell you afterwards. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get us.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do that. I'm
I'm
from
gonna get
Japan.
us some more white bats.
Because I'm gonna have cute Sanrio stuff in my car.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I love Hello Kitty and Kuropi.
It's gonna be a bright pink bike
Oh,
with
Oh
pink
my-
neons,
I'm-
pink smoke out the back. It's gonna
That's
be
fine.
a pink
Super
mother-
curly.
What's
the
are you
badass.
are you gonna have Hello Kitty body bags?
maybe.
The designer Hello Kitty body bags?
I don't.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
All right. Well, if we're doing.
All right, so if we're both from Japan. Okay.
Oh, I didn't say Japanese. I'm gonna roll a d8 and see what I come up with.
Wait, you're doing something different?
I mean, I would say Korea.
I was actually thinking Korea.
Oh, you're counting this.
Yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually rolled Korea anyway. So Korean.
Born in
absolutely.
London, lived in Japan, now in Detroit. Why is going to be the question you're probably going to want to answer for yourself. Diana,
Okay,
you don't have to
let
have
me
it
write that down.
answer it publicly if you want it privately, but like, what's the reason to help make history for your character as we go to play?
Okay.
And then Adam, you're going to be what then? Korea? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you going to be Korean or just from Korea?
From Korea.
What nationality are you going to play then?
Are
Are you still going to be? Are you going to be like ex-military? Did you like serve over there? Like, you could have been in like a corpo force that served in Korea.
Yeah. No, that was my. That was the first place that I was like stationed at. Was like over in Korea and stuff.
Alright. And then you're gonna probably figure out. You're gonna have to figure out why you came back.
Yeah.
So why back to Detroit? Those are the questions you're gonna want to answer for your backgrounds. Why back in the D? So that's the
Why am I
first thing.
back in the D?
That's what everyone calls it in Detroit. They call it the D. So personality is the next one. D10 for both of you. Lemmy's like, I want to know. I can't tell you. We're not telling you. We have to have some secrets. We have to have secrets.
D10. What is that?
By the way, the blue on the secret shirts, you guys, I can actually read them. It actually turned out well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to read them on screens.
Wait, what are we doing? Personality?
Mhm.
Yeah.
D10. Here we go.
Picky, fussy, and nervous.
I'm silly and fluff-headed.
I
What does
mean,
fluff-headed mean?
like,
I am silly. That makes sense with
like an
Sanrio shit.
you're an airhead.
Oh, I don't mean air. That's was Monica, kind of.
Monica wasn't an airhead. Monica
Oh,
was
thank you.
just vapid. Monica was a vapid character. Very vain and vapid.
She was vain.
I mean, if you're thinking like a Hello Kitty, like car technophile that loves Japanese culture, that wears like Sailor Scout shit and murders people. That's a perfect definition for that.
Do you like noodles as well too?
But Karza?
Yeah, maybe she's maybe it's not noodles. Maybe dude, ramen is hot right now in Detroit again. But maybe
So it's hot in here.
Maybe she loves seafood.
Boba.
She's a boba fan. Oh my!
I do
boba
love
connoisseur.
I'm a boba fan. I gotta write this down too. Hello Kitty and boba. This sounds like me in real life.
Wait, are you a Hello Kitty fan?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, hold on.
No, it's okay.
Oh no, she's gone.
Fuck. I didn't know she was a Hello Kitty fan.
Yes.
I'm a little worried about that. I'm not gonna lie.
So I think
what did you get, bud?
I think for this one that doesn't really work. Picky, fussy, and nervous.
No.
I think just because of what I'm trying to do, I feel like more stable and serious because I want to really try to differentiate like the two lives kind of happen. Yeah,
Sure.
so there's the Hello Kitty.
Stable and serious is good. All right, I'm down with
I
that.
don't want to go stable and serious.
My question then my follow up for these.
Where's my?
Oh my god, that is huge. Hold on a minute. Let me put you on big screen.
Yeah, Adam, hold her. I gotta sit.
You can just put her between you.
Now everyone knows Diet is. Wait, I gotta change my earphones. Hold on.
Is that why you have pink earphones too?
Oh man. Which is the right?
Is the pink?
The pink.
Yeah,
I
that's
got new
pink.
headphones.
So you like the pink.
You guys like my big Hello Kitty?
And you like the pink, and you have a big Hello Kitty. How many Hello Kitty things do you have? Because it's never
Too
one.
many.
I don't have that many. I do have.
She's like, just my shoes,
There's
my
two
underwear,
in my
my
car.
bra, my hat,
No.
my wallpaper, our
no.
sheets.
I do have a hat.
I guess the shower curtain, the
No.
towels,
Book bag.
my
I
deodorant, my
have a
backpack.
bag. No, not that.
Your one hoodie with the paws.
Okay, to be fair, this one, our neighbor who has the Girl Scout cookies was going to throw her out, and it was in. She's asked me if I wanted it
So she's
because
a
she wanted to
garbage
get rid.
cat.
Whatever, I love her.
Okay. So what I was getting, so stable and serious, so silly and fluffy, but you could have serious undertones, like a murderous undertone.
I will.
Like if you watched Edge Runners, Lucy was silly as fuck, the little short one, and then she just fucking murdered everybody. Oh, Allison, listen, you two, I know you have Netflix.
We do.
Watch Edge Runners if you haven't watched it. Don't John Wick me. Watch Edge Runners.
Will you remember that?
Watch Edge Runners. I'm gonna say it
Yes,
one more
Dad.
time.
Yes,
Watch
Dad.
Edge Runners.
Watch.
It is phenomenal. First off, it's animated.
Watch
Edge Runners.
Edge.
It is
That's our
Cyberpunk.
homework.
It's the Cyberpunk series that they put out.
Okay.
It is fucking good.
And John Wick too. We should watch that.
Yeah, well, it's too late. We're past that point. You fucked that up.
If we go back to it.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
it'll be
so
the new
yes.
series.
So
so-
Hello Kitty, Fluffy.
So for the cop, I guess what I would ask is, what did something make you serious, or were you always serious?
I think
Is there
that
an
comes
event?
with. I think when I had kind of started going through life path stuff a little bit, the one thing that popped in my mind was something that happened to the family.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
family issue.
Yeah.
Family.
Wild Ferret! Hi, Wild Ferret!
Wild Ferret's in here. What up, Wild
What's up,
Ferret?
Wild Ferret? Edge Runners
my
is great. I told you, it's
gosh.
great.
Good to see you.
Do you know? So you're silly and kind of like get away with it. Is there a reason you're that way? That's something I would
Me?
probably, your character. I would kind of come up with something like why you were silly. Like, is it how you cope with all the murder and mayhem? Is it how you keep it light in a dystopian world? Is it
Harley Quinn.
Is it because maybe it's something
Okay.
wild like the neuro implant that you have for your chipset fucking changed your personality for some reason? Like it wasn't real for some reason. It's changed. It could be that you could be a huge drug user and it's how you cover it up. These are all
You could be
anything.
Take drugs,
you can be into drugs this time. It was
Yeah.
fun last time. I was into lots of drugs.
Not in real life.
I had
Just
we had a
close that.
comment. Someone had watched it later on. Like, I can't believe you let somebody OD on screen. It's super offensive. And I was like, first off, there's vending machines for drug in Cyberpunk. If you think that isn't going to happen, you out your goddamn mind. Vending machines for drugs.
I'm not a secret murderer, Lemon.
We don't know that. We don't know that yet. It's not been proven. We haven't started. It could all change. So those, I would definitely think about like why your personality is that way. So you could get really creative with this. I'm fine for fucking
all right,
wild
I'll leave
shit.
it blank for a bit.
And it's just that I would write the question down of why are you this way?
Yeah, I wrote why
just to
silly.
remind yourself. And then afterwards we go to our next one.
Okay.
The next one gets a little dress in style. Now, if you already have an idea for what you want this character to look like because you two love to dress up.
I chose my outfit last night.
I expect Diana to be in different Hello Kitty wear every show.
I'm not.
Little Hello Kitty beret.
Well, now I'm gonna have to.
Something.
Oh my god.
Adam bought me a long time ago. Were we
Hello
dating?
Kitty baseball cat?
Yeah.
Probably.
He's like, I don't know. I was just trying to make
We
him
weren't
quiet.
dating. You were with Tina still, and you bought me either a birthday gift or a
Tina, if
Christmas
you're
gift.
watching this, that's how it
She's
started.
definitely not watching this. Not at all.
That's how it started.
She's married. She's got 2 kids. We're
I know,
good.
I'm
She's on the East Coast. She's in bed.
I'm kidding.
Sure.
Tina, if you watch this later. Tina, if I make a short out of this. So
Okay, anyway, we
so
can roll.
D10 for each column. So one for clothing, one for hairstyle. So roll twice.
Okay, let's see if I get like.
If you maybe it'll spark something. If it doesn't, and you already have an
6.
idea, we'll go with that idea. You know what I
I
mean?
also got 6.
I got Bohemian.
Bohemian,
Bohemian.
folksy, retro, free spirited. I don't know if that fits either one of your characters.
Yeah.
No.
Let's slide.
I'm gonna roll one more time.
Yeah, I mean, just roll again or pick one if
For
if
business.
find one. Are you business?
No.
Fine. I'm definitely not high fashion either.
No.
I
We might have to pick this one.
think Asian pop is probably the best.
Yeah.
At least one of you.
Yeah, I think for her, for sure.
Then I'm gonna have to go back and look at my outfit, right? No,
No,
I can still
just
wear
add
whatever.
flair.
Do what you
to it.
have. Just add some more to it. Yeah.
Okay,
add flair to
Asian
it.
pop. I love
That's the
it.
cool thing about playing a modern game. You don't have to wear the same thing every time. You could have just one iconic piece that you wear that's maybe your hat or whatever. You could dress however you fucking want because it's sci-fi modern. You don't have to wear the same thing. It's not a video game where you're stuck in the same clothes the entire goddamn time.
Oh, I used to hate that.
I know, right?
Like World of
I
Warcraft.
mean,
So Asian pop. My question of the Asian pop would be:
Yeah.
Are you like a pantsuit jumpsuit girl, like a racetrack jumpsuit? Or Kill Bill? Are you I'm wearing a skirt and leggings for murder because it's easier to clean? Are you in overalls like a mechanic all the time? Are you in a racing suit? Like what
I'm more of because what I chose last night. Mine I kind of have like I would say like a racing jacket
Okay.
and like neon underneath.
Asian pop racer.
Yeah, Asian pop racer.
All right. What are you thinking, Adam? After you look through this, what is your obviously during the workforce you wear your work uniform. But what about off duty?
off duty. Well, I rolled high fashion and I rolled bohemian.
Maybe you are high fashion. Maybe that's why you're fucking doing these side jobs. You got a fucking luxury problem.
I feel like it's like a lot of your characters.
Yeah, you have done that a lot though. That is very true.
Yeah.
You have done that a lot.
Not lavender.
This is true.
You did that with-
Lavish type of. Oh yeah, people from Money, Aldern, and
Yeah.
um,
all three of them. Blades
Arthur.
too.
Yeah, you were rich.
Blades lingo.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do high
No money.
fashion.
Okay, no
He
money.
didn't start rich in that one though. He was a broke
No.
bitch when we started.
This is accurate.
He became rich.
That's a good point.
He
This
became
is
rich
true.
because he stole from Athena.
Well, Athena, and I befriended Ogo, the old great one, the giant demon, and he let me have money.
I brought him back, by the way.
Did you?
Ogo is the name of a character I used in our Living ETHAUNTIA game the other day, but it's it's Pogo. I lied. Pogo. For some reason I thought the demon's name was Pogo. It's a goat. That's why I thought I named it the same thing. It's a descendant
goat.
of Ogo.
Is okay, like the goats. Okay, well, you had goats the first night when we all played too.
We did. Yeah. Well, the goats are part of that area.
I don't know. On the outside, I feel like he'd probably just throw on like some jeans and boots or stuff like that. He'd kind of go
like
New Radish or
urban.
something.
Like is he? So what else do we have here as options? We have urban flash. We have business wear, high fashion, generic.
Well, I mean,
Leisure?
for other half. So we have uniform, and then we have other half. We have Second Life. I
Is he
feel like
flying-
that would be Urban Flash.
Is he flying gang colors?
No.
I mean, there are,
No.
in
No,
real
he wouldn't
life,
be
there
doing
are
that.
police gangs.
It's true.
Like police force gangs. Actually, fucking where you live is where it started. Not your direct area, but California.
For sure.
Okay, kitty.
As I say, set it between you. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Right there.
It's just she's gonna need a shelf behind you now. Ogo Pogo. This is taking a
Ogopogo.
monster from Lake. Oh, goddamn. So
Yeah,
A Letterman jacket.
probably just casual then, generic
Yeah.
chic, like just general.
yeah, I feel like very just general with it. For
I
sure.
mean, it can always change too. Once you get money, who knows?
Yeah.
So hairstyle is the next one. Do you already
Sure.
know what hairstyle you want, or are you rolling for it?
I'm gonna roll for it. I don't know.
I'm gonna roll, but I also don't mind doing this long and straight because I can straighten my hair.
You don't have to.
Okay.
I know, but you know us. I got.
You're gonna
ew,
get mad
what's
when you're
this?
coming home with 5 minutes and you gotta straighten your hair in the middle of
got-
fucking summer.
6. I got striped.
That just means there's a color stripe in it. You did that
No,
last
I did that
time.
with Nova. I'm not doing that.
Stripes. You could do plural.
I rolled a 5. I'm bald. No, I'm not doing bald.
Maybe she loves wigs.
I mean, it's the
Come on. God, think
Japanese
outside the
lifestyle as well
box.
too. Pop.
And
pop.
there's cyber hair. There's cyber
Yes.
hair. Maybe she has the color changing hair.
Yes, you could do that. Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to buy wigs. Can you buy me wigs? I'm poor.
We have lots of wigs, Diana.
No, you
Diana's
want
like,
color
I
ones.
want new wigs, damn it.
Wait, what does
Well-
the audience say? Do I wear wigs?
I mean, that's a great idea. Bald and wear wigs.
I
That is so
agree with
Detroit.
you.
It's ridiculous. There's so many wig shops in Detroit.
Okay, I guess
Like
I'm wearing
high-end wig
wigs.
shops.
Wigs and colored cyber tech hair when I'm not
Well,
wearing my wigs.
Well, we'll see what we'll see if you have the money for that. Let's not get wild.
I rolled wild colors.
A cop with wild color hair. Do you like click a button and it's like, and it changes color when you go out?
Yeah, and it's great again for Second Life.
Wigs.
Color hair. Okay. All
I'll
right.
take that.
Hi,
I'll take that.
Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Hey,
After
Jenna,
that,
hey Jenna.
After that, give me a D10. This is the thing you're never without. Now, if you already have an idea for this, obviously, again, we can replace this.
Wildfire, I do have a pink wig. I bought one recently for a one shot.
So what do you got for affection that you're never without?
I got spiked gloves.
Spiked gloves? Is that the thing that makes you feel like you're a runner?
Yeah.
Is it your first?
Yeah,
Is it your first? Is it your first bust? Is it gloves from your first bust?
yeah. It's,
Or is it
it's
from your
like
days? Is it from your days in Korea doing the thing that we all know we're going to talk about?
Yep.
Oh my god! Do you have spiked gloves at home?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty positive I have spiked gloves. If anything, I can always add some.
Are they from what I think they're going to be from, and why? Like, do you put them on before? Like, all right, everybody. And
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Which is that there's something else I want to show you. Like I want to wait until we're done tonight because there's ideas that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
That's a good
Guys,
idea.
you're gonna love this. It's gonna be great. It's just a secret. You can't know.
Yeah.
About it.
Do we give them the letters for the acronym?
We could do that. I don't know if they'd.
The letters for the acronym could be anything in this game. Is CCK. That's all I'm going to say. It's CCK. I'll put it here. CCK. CCK. That's the acronym.
Love
That's all
it.
I'm giving you. We're not going to give you any answers. All right. So Spike, I like the Spike gloves. We'll have to talk about that. That's cool. So the next thing coming up, this one we get into motivations and relationships.
Wait,
This is,
you didn't listen to mine.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the Hello Kitty doll. I was just skipping you.
Oh, I mean, we can do
No,
that.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I put mine was ritual scars.
Oh.
So like,
Is that how you got
describe myself
into the
with Hello
Nomad gang?
Kitty. Oh.
Yeah. Or you
Okay.
got scars for every race you win.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna get dark.
Yeah, that's like.
Every race you lose, you have missing body
Remember, we are
parts.
doing a dark, grim RoboCop meets Escape from New York. So bright colors are great. They're just that hard contrast of things going on and the airy, fluffy personality. Were you a severe cutter when you were a kid?
Oof. I mean,
like severe?
It's dark.
It is dark, but it is neon black, not neon kitty. You could have been scarred from that. Could it be from the people who trained you? Every time you lost a race, they cut you.
I like that idea.
Like
yeah,
every loss on you, so
they had to
you
train
have
me.
lost a lot.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. So Lemon says, so no USSR this time?
No.
Just SSSR.
So is that going to be maybe, was it part of the Yakuza?
Huh?
Were you part of the Yakuza or the Tiger Claws? That's like the big Asian influence version of like the Yakuza.
I don't know Yakuza. I don't know what
The
that means.
Yakuza are a Japanese gang. They're the ones that have like the
Oh.
full body tattoos normally, but you could be part of one of those.
Okay.
Just an idea. So Scar, I'm just gonna
So
put
it's an
ritual
idea.
scars from
Okay.
losses from the group. Maybe that's what. Maybe you left your old nomad tribe
Because of
how they
many
fucking
times?
treated you, and you left the
Okay.
camp. Like you met a racer
That's-
racing in Japan, and he's like, "Fuck that! Leave these people. Come back to the U.S. We'll fucking
Yeah.
smuggle you back in your car." They fly you. You lost on purpose. Pink slip gets handed over. You come back. They sign the pink slip back over to you, and they smuggle you back to Detroit. Like, there's a lot of shit we could do with why you left there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I like that.
ritual scars from losses from old. Do they call them tribe or clans for nomads?
It's. Oh.
Nomad. I'll just put nomad family.
Um,
I'll just put nomad family for now, but we can discuss that later. I don't want to get too many details out. Din Wiesel.
in Wiesel.
So ritual scars done. Love it.
Love it.
Now
That's
we
cool.
get into motivations and relationships. Why are you motivated? D10.
Is this what you value most?
No, this is what you value most. Yeah, what's the motivation?
Motive. We're doing value most.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Don't like it? Is it money?
No, I got love.
Oh.
I don't feel like he'd be motivated from love.
That's
Hence.
love. Got to do with it. That's not what you're gonna be. It's not playing.
Mine is. I rolled a 3. Your word. I like almost everyone. That makes sense.
I mean, if you want, yeah. I like everybody. And you
Isn't
sell
that-
stuff? That's perfect.
Or is that too close to
like-
Monica?
Like that?
Did Monica like people?
Yes, I had fans everywhere.
Fans don't mean you like them.
you like them at a moment when they could save your life.
Okay.
Or mine, which was great.
Okay.
I like
Alright.
everyone. I mean, you can change it we can change it before we go live. It doesn't matter.
Nice.
But right?
Actually,
I'm fine with I like everyone if you
I
like
like
it.
almost everyone. I like that.
So you're
Ooh.
fluffy, airheaded with ritual scars. So like you're this like huge, happy, shiny personal armor, but seriously, your back and your past is fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
You lost a race again. Like, oh,
That's
God.
awful.
What'd you get, Adam?
So I rolled love first, and then I rolled money. I don't want to do money. I just got done with money. And
Love isn't bad. We haven't had like you could be married.
That's true. I mean, Nyx was a lover, though.
No, he fucked.
Accurate. Very true.
Let's
He
correct
loved
that
everybody.
statement. That's not it. He had no real person.
Yeah, I think I could make that
You're
work.
right. He loved drugs.
It's true. He did have a love. Well, he loved drugs. He loved music.
It's
He
true.
loved sex. He had lots of love. Drugs,
Yeah.
sex, and alcohol,
Yeah.
and rock and roll.
Yeah, right.
No,
could
you know
be
what? I'm gonna go with love. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with love. I think
So-
that'll actually work.
about to find something fun to do with that. I think I know what it is. Maybe you have an idol? Maybe you got a little parasocial problem where you love someone that like a fan that you don't know. If I ever meet them, Billy Joel, let me tell you what. So the next one is, how do you feel about most people? So the first one was what you value most.
Okay.
So what did you get for what you value most, Diana?
I didn't
That's
do
the
that
first
yet.
one.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, I did. That was my word.
Your word. Okay. Gotcha. Your word.
Oh, that's I feel like that's pretty good for you.
That's pretty good,
I feel like-
especially with a salesperson.
Hell yeah. I feel like that'd be really tough for me.
You love to
I'd have to
hear
give my
your
word
maybe you like to hear your words.
Absolutely.
So what did you get for yours, Adam? For your
I rolled a
about
2.
most people?
Stay neutral.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
I like
sense.
yeah. I like that.
You got to stay neutral for this shit. And then we get into what you value most. XD10.
Well,
Value.
what do you feel about people, Diana?
Wait.
She
didn't we
likes
just do what
everyone.
Oh, is that what yours was? You like
Yeah, she
everyone?
liked everyone.
Yeah, I like.
Oh,
everyone.
gotcha. Oh, okay. All right. What is this one? Most valued person?
I love
Oh, most
RoboCop.
valued person.
Hi, look. Star Drew says, Lawman, love RoboCop.
Mine says myself. I
Well,
rolled a 5.
hey, you love
I
everyone.
mean,
It's a great,
that's true.
you're a survivor.
You know what? I rolled the exact opposite. Mine is a 10. No one.
Wait,
You're-
what? You
Yeah, I
value
rolled a-
no one.
I value no one.
Ooh, I gotta write something down or say this later on.
Okay. I mean, that can get dark. Okay.
I have a great idea. And then the next one is roll a d10 or choose one, which is the most valued possession.
Well, let's see what we roll.
Yeah, let's just see.
A book or a diary?
Mine's a weapon.
You could have like a maybe an edge runner pass down their black book. That's how you're able to get in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a physical copy. It's not even digital. Like it's old school paper.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Maybe you got like a gambling ring, or maybe you have the names of like the heads of all the gangs, so you know who everybody is, and that's dangerous. Like maybe it is digital and it constantly upgrades, like updates. Like if they switch gang members and wherever database they're upping it, you get the information, so you always know who's in charge. That would make you a really important law enforcer.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, which one do you want? Gambling, money, or do you want like knowing the heads of the bad guys?
I want to know the heads of the bad guys.
That's gonna get dangerous.
Yes,
means
it
you
will.
That means you could walk into a room and you have immediate blackmail.
Absolutely.
Have you watched the new series that came out? It's called like 8th Street or something like that. I can't remember. Hold on here. It's on Netflix. It's a new show. We have one episode left to finish it. It's fucking great too. Let me scroll through here.
DNA strands.
What is it called? Why did they move the... Just continue watching. The Brother's Son. Did you watch The Brother's Son?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I would say watch that. One, it's phenomenal.
Okay.
It's a series. Want a really good show to watch. It has one of my favorite actresses in it. But there's something cool about it. But knowing the heads of gangs would be huge. No heads of criminal organization.
Blackmail, and again, and I'm just gonna say this out loud because I just want people to like for this to drive them crazy. This will also play really good into the other part as well too. Some stuff I want to tell you about.
My lord.
Yes.
Private meetings.
Yep.
Criminal
Secret.
orgs. I'm just gonna say in Detroit though. We'll make it specific. We're not gonna make it like the wastelands of Ohio or anything like that.
For sure.
The one
There's
with
nobody in
yeah.
Ohio.
Yes, Wild Ferret. Yeah. Phenomenal show. All right, so let me get back to our rolling thing here. I had to pull up that. Ta-da! So, what did you get? What did
I got
you
a
choose?
weapon.
Ooh, you have a favorite weapon? Is it the knife they used to cut you with? Is it a straight razor? Is that why your head's always shaved? Do you have a straight razor? Do you shave your head with a straight razor for the wigs? With the attachment points? That'd be fucking
Oof.
frightening. This
Yeah.
bubbly, happy, Hello Kitty, loving, cinephile, Asian file, and what does she carry around? A Hello Kitty blade.
Yeah.
To shave, like, no, it's like a golden dragon blade. It's the one thing that doesn't make sense. Like, why the fuck is she carrying a Yakuza blade? She's picking her head before a race to put her helmet on. Helmets fit better if you don't have hair, actually. Or just a real close buzz cut.
Can I have a really cool like tattoo or like the thermal threading on my head?
Whatever the fuck you want.
EMP.
Yeah, what's it called?
The neon inks, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, very, very Japanese influence, like cool tribal tattoo on the head.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're in a gang before you got here. Everyone's going to... I love that this is juxtaposition, is that you love Hello Kitty. And you're super nice to everybody. Like, hey, you're like, what is the name of that?
This is
anime?
So opposite of what I've been thinking of all weekend for this character.
No, you can change it. Though. You can do whatever you want.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
What were you thinking instead?
Like a tough racer, like Michelle Rodriguez in Fast and Furious with like an English accent.
Oh my lord! Well, you can still do the best too. Now you have it.
It's
have
okay.
An English accent.
In Fast and Furious, well, I might have an English accent, but in Fast and Furious, there's that Asian girl that has the pink, that pink car. I forgot what's.
Oh yeah.
The Miata, or the Honda. It was a Honda.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it was all like cutesy, like. So I'll just be like her with wigs.
It's like it's a matte black car with a gloss pink stripe on it.
Yes. So you were saying like a golden dragon switchblade?
I know you can do whatever you want. I know a straight razor for like shaving.
Oh, straight razor.
So like make sure your hair is always clean. Oh my god.
We'll just say
ornate. I'm gonna say ornate.
Ornate.
And then we can figure out what it is that makes sense for the story.
Okay.
Ornate.
You're not touching my real hair.
Oh, I was gonna just shave your head for you.
No.
Live?
That's like my worst.
Okay. So she could actually be bald.
No.
And then we can get lots of wigs.
We can get her lots of wigs.
I already have lots of wigs. I need
Diana, what if we shave your head? Then you get more wigs.
No.
I would.
That's really loud. Can we not hit the table?
That'd be like telling me to.
That's right. Thank you, Jenna.
Cookie. That
would be like me trying to shave my beard. I'd never allow it. I'd never allow it. I feel you. But it's funny that your character is gonna have a shaved head.
It's right.
You still have hair. No one knows. You know how many women I grew up with that wore wigs in Detroit? Like I don't think I saw the natural hair of any of my friends' parents.
Wow.
Men or women. They either had a weave or they had a fucking wig out of some form. Always. Mm-hmm. Undercut. Yeah, the classic undercut. You could be undercut too. There's a lot of. You could just have the one stripey pullbacks. But helmets do fit better if you don't have hair. That is a factual. Short hair is easier in a helmet than long hair. Long hair looks so fucked up out of a helmet. Unless you got stick straight. Then you got the helmet cut where it cuts in right here at the jawline. It's super stupid. Anyway. Or you can not ride with the helmet. And that's even worse. Just goggles. So straight blade. So we have that. Then we get into your original family background.
Okay.
Now, Diana, that's up to you. Yours could be whatever it wants. You know, if you're going to be part of an old school nomad gang, maybe you've always been a nomad, or roll and see what it comes up with.
Let me roll just for fun.
Yeah, I always like to Suki. That was the name. Thank you, Jenna.
Yeah, Suki.
I always see roll tables as inspiration, not factual have-to-be's. So what you got, Adam?
I rolled a megastructure Warren rat.
I rolled the same thing.
Man, you guys, are you siblings?
I rolled an 8.
What is going on?
Yeah, I rolled an 8 as well.
I mean, honestly, it's pretty cool.
Or should I just change it?
No, it's up to you. Whatever you want.
Well, I think that works. Huh?
Okay, then I'll keep mine. Yeah. I rolled the same as
you guys have something in common then. That could be like the tying bond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the same megastructure. Now, my question to you will be, where was the megastructure in the world? What city roughly would it have been in?
Mine would probably be in Tokyo or Kyoto.
Up to you. Tokyo is gonna be the biggest of the two.
Tokyo, then.
What about you? Are you born and raised Detroit? Are you back as a boy in blue? Like, were you here during the wars? Like, do you remember the bad shit?
I would say I wasn't really around before the wars. He was born as a little one, like in New York City.
You're from New York?
But then, originally born there, but then raised and everything over in Korea.
So were you in a megastructure both situations?
Yeah.
So born in New York, raised in Korea. Where at in Korea?
Was it Soul?
You do soul? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, done. Those are perfect megastructures. So Warren Rats, basically megastructures are like really crammed together. If you saw the Judge Dredd movie where the center of the block is cut out, it's just a huge structure with apartments on top of apartments on top of apartments on top of apartments on top of apartments, where all of your stuff is in one structure. Your food, you get your petrol there, or your choo, your alcohol, your drugs, your clothes. Like there's a shopping mall built into it. It's just one unit. And a lot of people never leave it. So you grow up in that kind of like haven't seen the world kind of atmosphere. It's pretty fucking weird. And they were supposed to be like the saving grace to the world and these mega cities, kind of like the bullshit we're trying to do now. We'll save everybody and they can all live in one place. And then they found out that it was more like a coffin and you live and die there.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And they give you a description there so you can kind of read over them. So the next one is your environment and then your crisis. So if you want to get your 2d10s and roll those. Your environment's first.
I spent in a safe corpse zone walled off from the rest of the city.
Okay, so that means that you grew up probably with maybe a well-off family or a gang. If you were part of a nomad family that was well-off, you'd have been safe there. But you found out inside those safe walls, not that safe. Lose a race, get cut. Like, that's not safe.
Yeah.
It's just safe from crime. And that's kind of any criminal organization. If you're a part of a crime organization or lived in a walled crime organization, maybe your family also could have worked for that crime organization. It could be anything. But living in a safe walled area comes with its own dangers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can make those up however you want. And this is the mega structure in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
Walled safe area in Tokyo. Okay.
Yeah,
What's yours?
mine can make sense in the heart of a combat zone, living in a wrecked building or other squat.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's huge. And Detroit has got a lot of that, and Seoul would have had a lot of that. So Detroit probably feels very at home. It was a metropolis at one point. It's fallen apart. Seoul, they have never really talked about openly. My understanding, Seoul is pretty flourishing, but the crime is huge, and the city is not ran by corpos. It's ran by criminals, if I remember correctly. So Heart of a Combat Zone's huge. And then what did you both get for Family Crisis?
Oh, yeah.
So this one kind of went with, this one was kind of a pick one for me.
Okay.
My family was killed. I'm the only one.
Sure, Batman.
Because I think that, I mean, living in a combat zone, mega structure, I don't have a valued person in my life.
Are you gonna cross a nomad so you can join her nomad family and also be a good driver? Is everyone also gonna have a side bid in nomad?
Yeah. No.
In nomad, no.
It'd be horrifying. I mean, you can do that. You can pick up another role ability for a lot of points.
I
think
did.
Nix
I did
that, didn't he?
Yeah, Nix went into nomad for sure. That's why I had that dope ass car that I
yeah.
got to drive once, I think. But
I blew it up right away.
Dope.
Yeah.
You tried to.
I tried to.
You tried to blow it up. I was really fast with it. I did really good.
Doesn't make me happy.
My car could dodge bullets like Nix could dodge bullets as well too.
Dodge, more like dodge dicks.
He wouldn't dodge those.
That's true. He wouldn't. What am I saying? Diana, what'd you get?
I rolled you are the inheritor of family debt. You must honor this debt before moving on with your life.
Ooh, boy, this
makes sense for Japanese culture.
Well, and your scars. This stuff's tying together.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Maybe
You're gonna have to help me think of something for that one.
Maybe
That's
the
great,
cuts.
though.
Maybe the cuts aren't lost races. Maybe the cuts are the money owed.
Oh yeah.
It's like a tally grid across her whole back over her old tattoo. So when you leave a gang and a lot of things, Sons of Anarchy, they burned it off of you or skinned you and took your tattoo away. They boiled the ink out with a blowtorch. What if they just covered up your huge back tattoo you have with just like tally fucking...
Oh, man.
Or probably in kanji. Ooh. I know why you left now.
That's why I'm so happy, because it's such a tragic life.
Ooh. Yeah, no doubt. Covering up the pain. So real. Family debt, scars from debt? Question mark?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That'd be fun on the show. We'll have to look through that. We can kind of build some fun stuff out for it.
Yeah.
I think that's those two, right? That's both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes us into your friends. So you roll a d10 and subtract 7. It says minimum of 0. I would like minimum of 1. Because I'd like everyone to have a friend.
Roll a d10 and subtract 7?
Subtract 7, yep. Because remember we had this problem before and it's like everyone rolled 0. It's like, what the fuck's the point of this?
Well, I rolled a 6.
So you have 1 friend.
I
So
rolled an 8.
we are not going to do the friends on air.
Okay.
Because I want to be secret.
Where's the friends at?
Next page, 51.
It's just a scroll. Yeah, your relationship's right there.
Yeah, all relationships.
So I rolled an 8. What did you say to subtract? 7?
7, yep.
So I have 1 friend.
Okay, so you have 1 as well. So we will do a roll on the chart here for like kind of a couple of these steps, but we're not going to make it all public. So I do want to know the friend's relationship to you. That's the one thing I think is important that you can talk about on the show. Roll a d10. This can be anything.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 2.
A 2. Like a younger sibling.
Okay.
So, okay. Cool. A younger sibling. And Diana, what did you get for yours?
I rolled a 7, like a parent.
Okay. Maybe that's the person who saved you.
Yeah.
Got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Matt.
Parent. Oh my
Matt.
god.
Oh,
That's like your dad.
actually, could be.
I don't know anything about Matt's character at all. We've briefly talked, but he was
Angry
traveling
Duck.
for yeah, right. He was traveling for shows and stuff for wrestling. And then same thing for enemies. Roll a d10, subtract 1, minimum of 1. The
I
cop
got 1.
is a minimum of 2.
Okay, so I'd have a minimum of 2 then.
You're a cop and you have a black book on all the criminal organizations. Yeah, I would say you would have a minimum of 2.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
2 enemies, and then roll 2 d10 for yours.
fair. One of them is a 4. The other one is a 7.
So 4 and 7. So a 4, and we're not going to roll it all the way across. We'll do that off air. We're just going to roll the first part of it. So 4 is estranged relative.
Okay, that's okay. Where the fuck you been when my family was murdered?
Yeah, it might be like a uncle or something like that. And then the other one was a 7, which is a partner or coworker. Ooh, is it your? Do you want it to be your ex-partner, or do you want it to be an ex-coworker, someone on the force, or maybe from your past? What are you more in the mood for?
Let's go coworker.
Coworker. Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be
And these don't all have to be hella hostile, so we'll roll that off screen. I don't want that on screen.
for sure.
And then Diana, what did you get for your enemy?
I rolled a 2.
So minimum of 1. Roll a d10.
So I rolled a 2 again.
Okay, so you have an ex-lover.
What's his name next?
Lover.
Ex-lover. And just so people know, there are some examples here of what it could be, like deserted or betrayed them, that kind of stuff. But we'll roll those off air because I want that to be something we can bring out on screen. So we're not sharing it live right now.
Oh, right, that part. Okay.
Yeah, so all those things we'll do after the show. You'll notice that after you roll, there is a swing over to the next thing, which is it got real ugly until the bad blood between you and your enemies finally comes to surface, which is sweet revenge. What are you or they going to do about it? We'll roll this off screen, but there are things like I'm going to fucking kill them, or I want to set it right. So that's something we'll roll, like what's the resolution that they want with you? And I don't think you may know it or you may not. So that'll be kind of up to us. Your tragic love affairs. It wouldn't be Cyberpunk if there was a happily ever after. Now, would it? Probably been involved with someone by now, but that may not be the case. There is a tragic love affairs now. Tragic love affairs are a D10 minus 7. No minimum on this one. You may have not had the love affair yet.
Oh, we're rolling that?
Yep.
No love for me.
That's what you rolled?
I rolled a 7.
No love?
Yep. No minimums on this one.
No love.
No love.
Oh, you have to
D10 minus 7.
I rolled a 5, so.
So none for either one of you. So there's no. They don't want the ones that worked. So if you have one that worked, it's great. Your ex-lover, maybe it worked out. But this is the tragic ones that we want to know about. No one has a tragic love affair. Yet.
Okay.
Yet. And then the wrap up is life goals. Roll D10.
Life goals.
Okay. Live down your past life and try to forget it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
A lot of shit in the past life. Absolutely.
And what'd you get, Diana?
I think mine makes sense too. I rolled a 10. Become feared and respected. It's on my back tattoos and my bald as I'm shaving my head before it
Feared
rains.
and respected through kindness. Are you killing with kindness? Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah.
Is your gun called kindness?
Her car is called fear and her gun is called kindness.
Thanks, guys. Become feared and respected.
Oh my lord. So now there are role paths. I want to take a quick look at law enforcement, the lawman. I think these we roll off air.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because
like
I
that.
think a lot of your ideas are going to tie to this pretty well. And I don't want to give anything away. But
Sure.
there is some wild shit in here. The only thing I do want to roll out of this, unless you already know, is the very first one. Which is what your position is in the law within Detroit Police Department.
I like that.
Just so we can
D6.
tell people what you do.
Yeah, let's see.
D6, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 special weapons and tactics.
That scares me.
Nice.
That's probably why you're at the night markets all the time then.
Yeah. I like that. That's cool.
And then all the rest of that will roll off air.
Okay.
Or you can roll off air and we can discuss it, whatever you want to do. And then let's do the nomad really quick. I need to know your pack size. So roll me a D10.
Roll 210.
Or D6, sorry, D6. I like D6.
D6. I need the rest of my dice.
Yeah, you need
That's what I
D6s
got.
in this game. D10, D6s, that's all you need.
Oh no, I have my damage D6s.
I agree.
This
Thieves
is
in Japan would be very common, Star True. Very
I
common.
rolled a 2.
A 2. A couple dozen members. That's nice. It's a small tribe, not too big.
Okay.
So nomad, and that makes sense for the new night market that you guys are doing. Couple dozen. Nice extended family. You all work together. The rest of those will roll offline. They aren't huge, but there's a lot in there. Like, what do you do for your pack? That kind of stuff. We already know you want to be a racer, but that may not be what you do for your pack. You might be forced into selling. Maybe that's not even what you want to do. Those are things we can kind of come up with and not have the audience know yet.
Okay.
Just because we got to have some secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets, right? Like, that's the name of the game.
Secret.
You know, CCK all the way. And then, of course, Pro Kibble and Kibble will be coming back. Robot Water will be coming back. We're doing some fun stuff with the canon for the game. I don't know if we want to talk too much about it, but I think anyone who has been around for either all of the shows that we've done, from Norse Foundry, all the Dragons and things, not just with EFP, but with things that they've done as well, all the way up to what we're doing now, I think you're going to be pretty delighted with the craziness that we're going to be adding to the show. If you saw the original Cyberpunk, it is off the wall satire and humor. We're just adding dark humor to this one because we're in Detroit. I mean, the overlays are even dark now. But boy, I'm excited to see how the canon turns out, because you guys have done another Cyberpunk show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we have them on for a guest star, how we're going to tie some of that in for fun. But man, I think she should play a media producer, is what I think we should have Megan come play.
Oh, Megan. Oh, I need to ask her. Yeah.
Have her come play a media producer if we can get her. Because then when we tie stuff in, it would be really entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna know it all. Did she run the Cyberpunk series? Who ran the Cyberpunk for Harbingers? Who ran the Cyberpunk stuff?
She
Like the dystopian university kind of one.
she ends like 2-3 episodes.
She did the final 2 episodes. Rossi actually did. He
Most
ran
of it.
the Cyberpunk series.
There you go.
Sure, Rossi would
Look, a
probably-
new guest star.
Yeah, I'm sure Rossi would be down.
Mhm.
So those are kind of like, it's gonna be fun. The canon stuff's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that. I don't think there's anything else. I think that's it for those. Gear-wise was my only last question. Did you look up how much starting money you all have?
It's like, what, 2,500?
Yeah, unless you did anything special, I think you can get some extra money from, was it wealth? There's a way to get extra money based on one of your skills, I think, or background. But I don't think anyone started with a big windfall. But I went through our old cards to see what was left from the other Cyberpunk shows.
Okay.
What's your guess on Eddies that were left over from all the wonderful fans of that?
Oh, geez. 800 Eddies.
Way more than that.
Wait, this is us combined?
The show cards that were left that we did not spend the money for Eddies, because we got Eddie awards sometimes during the cards on Fenrir. What is your guess for how many Eddies were left?
And you said it was more than, what did you say?
I said
He said 800. Now, I'll tell you what. If you are within whoever's the closest out of the four of you, I will give you bonus starting money. So do you want to take a different guess than 800?
Sure. I'm gonna add another 0 to that, 8,000.
So 8,000 is Adam's guess.
Oh.
Okay. What's your guess?
I'm gonna say 4,500.
4,500. Okay.
Price is right.
4,500 is Diana.
Price
Okay.
is wrong.
I will when we do
bitch.
Adam and when we do Matt's and Kelly's next week. I'll compare it to you two.
Ah, the wait.
Yep. And whoever's the closest is going to get bonus cash.
Okay.
The rest of the money is the first job.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I will tell you that you may or may not complete the job, but the money's good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I set some aside out of I set some money out of the total that was left for whoever's closest for it. But you'll get some bonus cash to start. I will tell you, since you already put your two guesses in, the bonus cash is 3K.
Nice.
Okay.
Some good stuff with 3K.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on top of your 20-something. But you have to spend your starting money first.
Gotcha.
Then
Okay.
spend it. You can't combine it. It's like
That's
you got
fair.
a windfall later on with money.
Got you. That's fair.
All right. So those are those things. Is there any gear with your 2,500 that you know you're eyeing?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Where's gear at in the app?
Well, you're definitely going to want, for Diana, you're definitely going to want the stuff to make you a better driver.
Okay.
So essentially, I think when we can get gear on the app is you have to complete your character. So if you scroll back,
You make sure you have your points spent.
Back
all
to where you
that.
were. Back to where you were.
I'm scrolling over so we can see
Complete
the
character.
cheat sheet here.
So then, if you want gear and everything, all your gear is there. So your cyberware and everything else.
And if you got the red, the Cyberpunk Black Chrome book, it adds all the Black Chrome shit in.
Oh yeah.
Also have, as I remember here, let me pull this up because Kelly found it, the play test for Edge Runners, which I'll pull up now on screen for everybody. Edge Runners is a play test for 2077. They did it at this last Gen Con. There are some extra gear pieces in here. I'm not 100% on them, but there is something important in here we should talk about. Neuroports are common. Neuralink of the 1970s, but standardized and ubiquitous. Everyone has one, usually from childhood. Has built-in hollow phone, 2 shard slots, a biomonitor, a Chiron, and a virtual reality, and 5 NeuralWear option slots.
Okay.
Everybody gets this piece of hardware to start. This is, and there's upgraded versions, but this is the thing you use to like put soft skills in, to make phone calls. It's like your data jack for everything that you do.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be in the game, which is pretty important. Everyone will have a Neuroport. It takes up, if you look at a character sheet and you go to your slots here, it takes up your Neuralink slot. It basically replaces Neuralink. And it'll be a data port. It's something for gear on the app you're probably going to have to type in, just as a heads up. And then on top of that, if we go back into here, we want our cyberware. Oh, Serving Hands is here. What's up? You made it.
Hello.
Hi.
I already killed them once. They're making new characters already.
Yep.
You missed a lot of the inside ball. People taking stabs at what CCK is going to stand for. Like I said, if you're in a secret meeting and you already know, don't ruin it for others. Because I know you're one of the secret members. Where is gear at in the book? What page does it start on?
What is it? Night market stuffs.
I'm just gonna scroll. So weapons.
337.
Well, weapons is probably the first thing. Is there any weapon that you know you want?
Oh gosh.
Is there any? You have to look it up. But like style weapon. Like, are you a pistol person? Are you a sword person? Are you a machine gun person? Are you a shotgun person? Like, what kind of style do you want to have?
Sword and pistol.
I mean, why would you say sword?
Katana.
I don't know why you would say that since you're from Japan. I have no idea. So you want a katana. So let's mark that down. That's something we're gonna have to get for you.
Okay.
Katana. You could probably just add it from the character sheet. The price is probably in there. It has your money already worked in for you to buy things. So interface plugs are important. I'm pretty sure Neuralink is what you have. I'm pretty sure, Diana, you're probably going to want to get neuro interface plugs. The reason being, you're a racer and you have to plug into your car.
Okay.
In 2077, it's wireless, but I think you're probably going to want the interface plug, which is going to be the virtual version.
So
Let me look it up here.
Okay.
Virtual version. Interface plugs are stuff that enhances you. Here we go. Yeah, interface plugs. Plugs in the wrist or head that allow connection to machines. Requires a Neuralink. You already have your Neuralink. Interface plugs they cost 500 eddies. EBs are Eurobucks in this. We're doing 2077, so it's eddies.
Okay.
And it takes 2d6 humanity.
Whoa.
Most things take this, though. You got to remember, a lot of things take this. There is better cyberware where you can get like reductions, like when you get like alpha wear and like high-end corpo wear, which are better versions of them. And you can gain some of that humanity loss back. But to start, this is one of the things you need. You need to roll me 2d6. That's how much you lose on this.
Okay, so interface plugs.
Interface plugs.
Buy that.
Basically, in this, they'd be interface plugs. Just mean virtually being able to connect your cars when you're within 10 meters of them.
5 points.
So you lose 5 humanity. So you'll look at your character sheet, and your character sheet has your humanity, your total that you have, and basically it's blank out of blank. So the first number is how much you have left.
Oh, I don't see it under bio. Let me look again.
I don't know where it is on your digital one.
Stats.
Naomi started. Yes. Just got done with your patient driving home. Awesome. Yes, get you a katana. I agree, JD. Katanas are classic for street Sams. Japanese culture is a huge part of Cyberpunk in general because of the big corporations that moved in. A lot of them came from Japan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, if you go to Cyberware, you probably can just find the jack in Cyberware, buy it, do the whole thing. It'll have you roll your humanity and everything.
It didn't. So on the front page under bio, I can subtract or add humanity. So I just subtracted 5.
Yep.
Okay.
And everyone has the neuro one at birth, so that takes no humanity. They assume that you've basically grown into that hardware as you grow up, so we're not going to roll for the Neuralink at all. I think when it comes out, it probably takes 1 off, but I'm not really worried about it because everybody has one at this point. 2020, not everybody had one. So that's pretty good. It costs you 500.
Okay.
Night, Lemmy.
Good night, Lemon.
This lets you have access to your cars and get extra bonuses and all that kind of stuff and jack into them, and you can use different skills and shit like that with them. I don't know if you want Cyber Eyes for racing. That's something else you can look at doing.
Ooh.
to help you with readouts and see, and you can get bonuses to stuff. There are different chip sets.
Anti-dazzle.
You can get anti-dazzle so you can't get like
That's
flared.
Right, you had that.
Yeah,
that's what I had as Nick's. Yeah, so I could perform diligently.
You guys are asking about the light tattoos and stuff like that. That's on page 111. Light tattoos are 100 eddies, but there's no humanity loss. So your tech hair, skin watch, shift tax, light tattoos, EMP threading, chem skin, and biomonitoring. All of those are just a cost of 100, and they take no humanity. But they take different slots. It's on page 111. There are 7 option slots you can get for that. And they're really popular for like changing what you look like. Brain dance recorders. If you want to make brain dances of your race and sell them, you could be selling XDs or BDs of your races, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, your POV, and teaching people how to race. That could be something that you're doing as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're a little expensive. It's 500 EBs, and it's an average of 7 humanity lost, or you can do the 2d6 roll. But that's a brain dance recorder. It allows you to record your brain dances, which is pretty cool. It's external devices that'll let you record. And in 2077, it basically is an area that you record around you. When people watch the brain dance, if they have an editor can jump in and like move around the space that you recorded, like in 3D space. They don't have to stay locked to your POV, so they can watch you from outside your car. So you could literally make racing movies.
Okay. What do I need for that?
You might want to look at the brain dance recorder.
Brain dance recorder.
That's on page 112 in the book.
Okay, it's 500 eddies.
500 eddies. It requires a Neuralink, which everybody has one to start, and it's 2d6 humanity. So it's a little, you could take a hit. You never know how this shit's going to go.
That's true. 2d6. Let's see.
And if you look at humanity loss, it's how badly the installation will affect your psyche at character creation. Humanity lost is preset. I lied. You don't have to roll. You
good. That's
you take
11.
The 7. You take 7 always. That's how it works. So actually, your first one would have been 7 as well, Diana.
Okay, so I'll subtract 2.
So 14 in total is what you're taking out.
So I'll subtract 2 more.
Oh my God!
Then
let me get this straight.
1,
I know
2, 3,
why you
4,
are happy,
5,
Fluffy.
6, 7.
I know. It makes total sense now. It's a fucking character. Because you're recording these XDs and selling them. It's your fucking character.
I have 33 humanity.
Or it's the opposite. The happy-go-lucky is the real you, and the dark shit's what you record when you make your XDs. You get to have some fun with this one. You get split personalities, Diana. How fun!
Yay! Okay, so that's what I just get.
Brain dance recorder.
Brain dance recorder.
If you want to write a page number down, it's 112. What are you thinking, Adam? Did you see anything when you're looking through all this? Do you want like Cyber Eyes right away?
No, I want to do cyber audio.
Oh, okay. What are you doing with cyber audio?
So there's a couple things with that. One of them, radio scanner.
No.
Like music player with that.
Yeah. You gotta be doing. There's a lot of time sitting in the car doing nothing.
Right. The other thing I was thinking was a scrambler, descrambler.
Oh, okay.
With that as well too, and then potentially either level dampeners or amplified hearing.
Okay. If you look at the Edge Runner stuff, let me see if there's anything extra in here. The other thing you may want to look at, I don't have a price on it. We'll have to come up with that. Self ice is going to be very important. It's a neuroport option, so it probably won't have a humanity loss cost, but it will be a cost to put in. It'll take one of your neuroports. Remember, again, on your basic neuroports, you have 5 slots. So anything in the game that says it uses Neuralink, that's neuroport. That's the one word just switches, and you have 5 slots in it. The reason it's important is if someone goes to use a quick hack on you, it gives you a defense.
Oh, okay.
Without it, if they're successful, this is the thing. They just have to be successful, and you either know or don't know. So if they're successful, you don't know, and shit just starts happening to you, and you don't know where the fuck it is.
Oh, great.
With a and you can take an action to force them out of you. You can figure it out. Self ice is cool. It's a neuroport option that can be installed up to 3 times.
Is
With
that
one installed, it's in the new book, in the Edge Runner book.
Black Chrome?
No, Edge Runner. The special one that Kelly gave you, the playtest book.
Oh, I'm gonna have to download that. I got you.
So If you have 1 installed, the difficulty value basically provide your mind with a difficulty value of 6 as a password. 2 installed is a DV of 8. 3 installed is a DV of 10. We will have special gear that'll come out as we play, but that's the basic. When the way the roll works for this is it's just the roll ability for a netrunner, right? So a netrunner rolls a D10, adds the roll ability. That is it, unless they have some hardware that adds. And they need to beat that DV to successfully bypass basically the passwords of your brain. Because they can do some fucked up shit to you. So if they are successfully, they take 1 action, they're successful. They roll again. If they let's say they have overheat. They overheat DV6. It sets the target ablaze with strong fire by overheating cyberware in your body.
Oh, cool.
It's like magic in cyberware. Synapses burnout is 3d6 damage directly to the target's brain. Damage is not reduced by armor. So having those neural ports, having at least 1 is great because that blows 2 of the netrunner's actions. The netrunners have to be within a certain distance of you to do it. Netrunners in this game, I will tell you now, if there's a netrunner, you want to kill them first. If we get in combat and they become a problem, murder is the name of the game. What is it? It's music, motors, murder. That last part is very important. And then the way it works is when they jack into you, they do a D10 plus their interface. You do a D10 plus your will. That's why I was saying will is important earlier.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're successful, if the intruder wins, they're undetected. So you roll against each other. So I'm going to write everyone's will down. I'm just going to roll them privately. And if you are successful, you know someone's intruding. If you're unsuccessful, you don't know. And then if they lose, they are detected, but they still enter. It doesn't stop them. That's why you need the passwords. If the target is aware of the intrusion, you can spend your action to force them out. So obviously, if you get lit on fire, you have an idea of what's going on. You can try to be aware again and force them out. But it allows them to deck into people and then throw out their quick hacks and do shit to people. So they can deck into like 2 people. Next round, double dose.
That's cool.
It changes the game.
And what did you say that was called again? Solo Ice?
Yeah, so we don't have a price on it right now. I think it'll probably be 500 eddies, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'll double check it, but self-ice. You can buy it 3 times.
Gotcha.
It takes a slot each time, and you have 5 slots in the base model. You can always upgrade your neuroport. There are companies that'll be able to let you upgrade them. The other cool thing that they added in this is cool things for weapons. So, for example, they have a tech weapon. Like, you can have an Arasaka tech weapon. All tech weapons have a scope allowing users to see through thin cover. By sacrificing their move for 1 round, a user can charge a weapon. Charge lasts until fired, or 1 minute passes, and the charge shot ignores thin cover. It ignores half the target's SP. So you can charge it, shoot through like a fucking piece of drywall, and ignore half of their armor if you took a move action to aim and shoot. So having eyes that can see through things and shit like that is really cool. Smart Link becomes really cool. And Smart Link, just so you know how Smart Link works, because we never had, I don't think anyone used Smart Link bullets because they're expensive. When you shoot, if you miss, the bullets then also roll to hit. So you're like, I missed. The bullets go, hold on. And they roll, not using their skill, not using your skill, and they track back and fucking curve the bullets to hit. It gets bad.
That's good.
People are going to die in this game. So make your decisions make sense. Murder King Deluxe Combo now with limited edition. Yes, all the puns, all the funs. There's power shots, there's smart. The way the smart works is all smart weapons have +1 attack rolls and can use improved smart ammo that has +14 to hit rather than the dumber +10. So you can get cheap, like off. Now there'll be off-brand rounds that are made out of like someone's RV, and you buy them at night market, and they only have a +10 to hit because that's what's in the current book. This version has +14. They're smarter rounds.
Nice.
It's gonna be nuts. Sandavestin is in it. That's the stuff that makes you move really fast. When you watch the series, it'll make more sense. Neurodex or something for hacking. Gorilla arms and mantis blades are in the game, and the mono wires are in the game. They've upgraded those. But this adds a lot. And then on top of that, we have the black chrome. This has weapons in it, has everything. If you want you wanted weapons, you wanted, what was it? Hold on here. We'll go back to the beginning of this. And you wanted weapons. Where's melee? Weapons, melee weapons. Arasaka Weeping Reaver Katana is $5,000.
$5,000.
And it has this huge write up on what it is, which is super awesome. They do this. These buttons at the bottom literally go back and forth like you're on a web page. And then the cart goes back to the beginning, which is super fun. But yeah, there's the Weeping Katana. There's the Kodachi Mono Katana, which is 1,000. That's not bad. No. It says buy at booth D2, so it could be something that came into your all's night market and you bought it from one of your friends. There's the Solo Wolf Bat and Mono Katana. That's a different one. There is the Kodachi Mono Wakasashi, which is Wakasashi's the smaller one. The White Hornet Tanto. The Cleaver. This is huge, by the way.
Gosh.
So these are the melee weapons you can get. Some of them are not bad. Some of them are very expensive. Some of them are not very expensive. You can upgrade them. But if let's just say you want this one, you click buy now. This was the Arasaka Mono Katana is 1,000. It's very expensive. The damage on it's 4d6. Yep. ROF is 1. Hands, it takes 2. It is not concealable. This isn't Highlander. You can't put it up your poop chute and say you hid your sword. That's not how this one works. But you can definitely get katanas that are specialized that do cool shit. Yeah, that is the Cloud Bane, Jenna. That's what it looks like. Very much so. And then you can upgrade them too, which is super cool. So I would say look through the weapons, see if you can find something you like. When you look at gear, there is some rules on gear. Let me find cost here. So let's see here. When premium, expensive, and very expensive come in, I know there's a rule for them, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm trying to find the rules for that shit. I think very expensive, you have to make rolls to find, if I remember correctly. Right. Because night markets, our audience are going to roll for us. It's basically a D10 plus 5 rare and sought after items of the GM's choice or the GM's choice are in the night market, so you can find really cool shit. Is it here? Fitted for the future? This might be it. No, that's not it either. I don't see where very expensive is. Do you see it in here at all, Adam?
What was that?
I thought there was something for very expensive. Like you can't buy very expensive at the start of the game. I think you can only buy regular and premiums. Lightsabers? Yeah, that's what the mono are. The mono is like a lightsaber.
Right.
Let me go to the end of the book. Go to the end of the book. This is something I know we had to look up when we played before.
Yeah.
It's not super important, but I will type in expensive. Let's see what we get. It's going to be like 1,000 entries. I can already feel it in my blood. Let's see here. There's so many expensive items. Here we go. Notes and GMs. During character creation, a player is able to buy anything that they have funds to purchase, but they are not allowed to pool their starting money together. We recommend that we don't give your players additional starting funds. That you don't. One person's going to get it, though. And it's going to be savage. Allow players access to luxury or higher price category items at character creation could break the game. But if you want to attend your own funeral, then fine. We've included them in the chart below. In gameplay, exotic weapons are rare and expensive. They are difficult to find and require night market. So if you are looking at rare and expensive, you would have to get it from a night market. You would not be able to get it at the start of game. So purchase regular shit for now. What I will say is, since you all run a night market, I will allow one rare or expensive item that you can purchase. Not that I'm giving it to you. You just have access to it. Okay? Because you work for a night market. It came through. You ever work at a store and something comes in that everybody wants, but you put it on the back shelf for yourself to buy later? It's that. If Todd's here, he'll know what I'm talking about. Walden's Books, I did it when we were there. He worked for KB Stores, he did it there. But yeah, at Best Buy, the Xbox comes in, you're like, I'm setting that shit aside for myself. That's what you did at the night market. So you can pick an item that's rare or expensive, but you do have to purchase it.
Okay.
So you don't have 2,500. Go through your gear, find what you want. There'll be more money that comes into play as we go through. Looking at the character sheet, is there any other cyberware anyone knows they want? Because I think those are probably creme de la creme items we should talk about. Is there anything else anyone knows they are going to get? Because money's limited.
I think that's what I'm going to have for now.
To start?
The cyber audio suite, and then then we get a price for that solo ice pack thing. So
we have Rev the Nomad. We have our Law Enforcer, Calvary. I don't know what the other two are even going to be named yet or what they're doing. I think Kelly has built her character like 5 times already.
Probably.
Just trying to figure out what she wants to do. No, I don't want to start at a higher level, Jenna. No, that's not how it works.
Thanks, Jenna.
No. Nice try, Jenna. Nice try.
It's us getting older, and as we progress, we actually lose levels. So
we already did that before. Our other game got wild like within 2 sessions, 3 sessions. Yeah. It got wild. I will say, for the group, in the family motor pool, things that are available, there is a makeshift car. There is the RV that your family that you stay with, like your immediate family, they bring to the night market. That RV is used. You're probably going to want to look at what you want your vehicle in the family to be that you're borrowing. There's a few dozen of you, so up to you. Whatever you want it to be, a car, a motorcycle to start. What are you thinking?
I think a motorcycle to start.
So you're a motorcycle racer to start?
Yeah.
So probably like an enduro or something like that can do on-road and off-road and can handle, like has the tires. That'd be a great upgrade. There is bubble tires in this game where they're off-road, on-road, where you hit a button and they put the treads out.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then when they're off, the treads go in, so you can street race still. They just give you a bonus for off-road, no penalty for on-road. You'll have your
actually, hold on. If I'm a racer, I should probably stick with a car.
Doesn't matter. There's motorcycle races. There's an entire Go gang of motorcycle racers.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's up to you. And it's totally up to you. Whatever you want to do. Motorcycle or car. I don't care.
Well, let's go car.
Okay, so if it's a car, remember, it's going to be a compact car because your family isn't loaded yet. So you got like a little like souped up Civic or something like that you're working on?
I had a souped up Civic.
Little Mazda.
Yeah.
In real life, you had a souped up Civic?
Little rice burner.
Was that souped up though?
Yeah. Ask Adam. I had white rims on it. I had a system in it. I had a.
When did you have that?
Exhaust.
You had lights too.
Yeah, when Fast and Furious came out, I got so into it. And South Florida had a lot of racing and car shows and stuff. I was into cars for a long time.
Are you serious?
She had a dope little Honda.
I drive manual.
Kept it forever.
Me too. Yeah. I drive manual too.
I still drive manual.
My car right now is but I miss it. Rolling through traffic sucks though. Rolling through traffic does suck.
Yeah, I did a bunch of stuff to my car. I lowered it. Oh yeah.
You lowered it? Where are you selling drugs? Where did you get that money?
In Florida. I didn't have to pay for rent.
Oh.
Pay for your hobby.
Car. So you're gonna have
I
a little.
lived with my parents.
Car. So it's gonna be a compact. Some form of a compact car, because that's what it says. You start with under 3. You get better cars later. Or you could steal them. Nothing's wrong with stealing cars in this game, right?
That's true, yeah.
I can just see Adam's character already calling and being like, hey man, we arrested this guy, car's on the side of the road, you got 24 hours, pick this bitch up. And it's just like some cars all shot up on the side of the road for your family to scrap and get stuff off to repair things. It's gonna be.
I don't know what happened. It was there yesterday. It's gone now.
Yeah, key codes written in dirt on the trunk. Just numbers on the back of it.
Yes.
So I have a couple real quick things to ask for you guys to think about off air.
Okay.
What's your tribe like? What's your family like? Kind of want to know what kind of people they are. Adam, why did you join the DPD? I'm gonna need to know that. Like, why did you join the police department? That's a really odd thing to do when you're also an edge runner. So there's got to be a reason. I'm excited to hear what that is. What is Diana's character's dream car? What is the car that when you sleep, it's in every dream? I don't care if it's in the music video you're laying on top of, whatever. What is the dream car that you want? And we'll make our sci-fi version of it. Or you could just make something up. I'm fine with that as well. Like, it could be like the X Coupe 2005, only 400 of them made out of Japan, 200 of them with a special set of rims, 100 of them with a special choo engine, like that kind of thing. Like,
1970 green Hemi Coupe. With enough space with a Panther in the back.
I saw it. It has a nest in the back. Oh, that's fucking, there you go. It's already starting. I see where we're at. So that's the other one. And it's like the car you check the price on every day. Like, when's it going to auction?
Okay.
And then Adam, I was gonna ask you, how did your family take you joining the PDP? Were you in the DPD before they all died?
No, they died before I joined up there.
Were your family members cops? Because then my way I would change this question is, how would your family feel about you joining the Detroit Police Department? That's the question to answer. Yeah, because they're dead. How would they feel about it? So I know how to do some stuff later on. The Jetsons car that turned into a briefcase, little too sci-fi.
Meet George Jetson. Daughter Judy. Jane, his wife used to watch Jetson.
So souped up 95 Cougar would have to be like a 2065 souped up Cougar or 2025 Cougar or something like that. You want something sci-fi, we just jack the number up, change it up, be good to go.
Okay.
I only have two more for each of you.
Okay.
What do you do when you lose a race was my other question that I had, but I think we know. I think we know.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, I've never lost a race since I've gotten here. That doesn't happen. But I mean, what does your character do? Does she go out for milkshakes? Like, what is her? Is it boba? Is there a special boba? Like, so come up with what you do, because when we get to a scene where you lose a race, I kind of want to know where we're going to set you so I can have some things ready.
Okay.
You're officer. You are stuck in a car all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a partner?
I think no.
No partner?
Yeah.
So you are a specialist. You're a special weapons person. So maybe you're not really doing beats anymore, but you're doing like jobs where people need to be sent in with special weapons.
Yeah.
What is the song that you and your team listen to when you go in to a heavy firefight? What's the song?
What song do we listen to?
Like, what's the thing that they? Because I, as someone who was a bodyguard, like, there's something you listen to before you go on a job to kind of set your brain. I know my friends that are in law enforcement or private security. They all have something for something bad. There's just a song. Military's the same way. We see it in all the movies. What's that song? The next one is, how did Rev earn her first Eddie?
Oh.
How did you earn it? Was it a sale at a market? Was it robbing somebody? Was it... I don't mean like the doing task for your family, because at this point in time, there's no allowance. Everyone chips in. How did you earn it? And then my second follow-up for that is it framed somewhere? Did you do something with it? Or what did you buy with it? Like, how did that first time you earned your money happen? Because as a racer, that's important, I think. And then the only thing that matters right now for Adam's character, Calvary, how the fuck did you meet Rev?
Maybe you arrested me.
That's the important. How did you meet? Was it a night market buying special weapons for illegal activity? Was it arresting them? Was it in Detroit? I will tell you this: the cops block off roads for road races, because if you can't stop it, you might as well make it safe.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll actually like roadblock things off and let people race because that's safer than letting them do it on the fly. You know, if it's sanctioned, it's sanctioned. So how did you meet her? That's the only question. Those are the questions I'd say I definitely need answered before we start because it kind of sets everything up. Jenna said speeding ticket, obviously. Is it getting boba? Like, is it on break getting boba after 2 really bad days? You both just had fucking horrible days? Because you rolled so many similar backgrounds.
Right?
Yeah, we did.
Like, both grew up in East Asian culture.
You bought an alcoholic boba and you had the keys in your ignition of your bike.
Is there an alcoholic boba? Is that a thing?
There could be. It's cyberpunk.
I'm gonna have to
Called
figure
Crash Milk.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to make alcoholic boba in real life.
The tapioca balls
We
are
just got
rum.
really good coconut roasted coconut shavings and roasted coconut syrup for making cocktails. I have an idea. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna have an alcoholic boba for our first fucking show.
Love it.
Damn it, we're gonna have to buy boba before.
I even know how to make. I know how to make the boba beads too.
Oh yeah. Adam, we're gonna have to get boba before we start the show.
I got some
That's
boba
gonna
balls
be
right there.
wild.
They're like
Gross.
boogers.
Tastes like boogers. So I think that's it. Is there any questions I can answer for all of you with your backgrounds publicly before we call up the show? White Russian boba. That is, oh my god, Todd.
Oh, that would be good.
I know it's in both my games now, Jenna. We don't
What
have that
is?
boba in the other game. Or Allie's show, we run in like a boba bakery.
It's a great tie over. It works.
No,
That's true. It's a
no,
great tie-over.
it's perfect for what we're thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
we don't say. You can tell Jenna privately why that we're doing it if you want, but yeah.
Okay.
Sake silk boba, yeah, sake. There's some really sweet milky sake out there. Oh, sake. I haven't had sake in a while. Anyway, when Serving Hands was in town before, God, what was it? I don't remember which con it was. What was the last con we just went to? No, Gamehole Con. Gamehole Con. We went to this Asian place that Jen and I love out here that does soup dumplings, and they have really good sake there. And we didn't do sake, but when Jen and I go, I usually get it. And I always forget how expensive it is because it's so easy to drink. And you're like, oh fuck, I bought way too much.
When we go get sushi, I'll get some sake.
Yeah, Rev and Ash are secretly the same. I doubt that.
Ash is my other character.
I figured that out. Yeah, you got a sticker of her in your car. That's a very important question. As somebody who grew up in a car family in real, I did too. That's why that's awesome. My family was a no sticker car family. Stickers don't belong in your car. You don't put it in your windows unless it's like a parking pass and they force you to. And even then, you usually put it on something you can take off. Because you don't want it on it because you always resell your car. In this game, is your character, stickers on the car, favorite things go on it like people do their laptops? Or are you a no sticker kind of person?
I'm a no sticker.
All right. Good, because I'd immediately kicked you off the show. Stickers on your car. Get the fuck out of here.
No decal.
No
Unless it's like
stickers.
a small little decal, but no. Mm-mm.
Decals are different because you can pull them off. I'm talking stickers.
No,
Permanent.
no stickers. I do not like stickers.
Like bumper
No.
stickers? Ugh.
No bumper sticker. My honor student is smarter than yours. Or
So,
whatever it is.
so yeah, right. My honor. It should be like my gun's loaded as yours in Cyberpunk.
My honor student slept with your honor student.
Whoa.
Cyberpunk.
What's your favorite kibble? Toxico stickers. Yes, Serving Hands. No stickers, no nothing. Magnets are cool because you can take magnets off. That is dope, Jenna. I do like that. But I'm specifically talking about stickers. My dad. So someone stuck a sticker. This is my closing statement. Someone stuck a sticker on my car in the school parking lot. I had an 82 Camaro, first year model change. Stuck a sticker on that right on the side of my door. It was a big one. And it was for our football team because I played football. And I got home. My dad was sitting on the porch. I'd left with a friend, dropped the car off. I didn't notice it because it was on the passenger side. And then the passenger side faces the porch. My dad's staring at it. I come home. He's like, I'm going to assume you didn't choose death today. I was like, what? And he's like, look at your car.
Wow.
And I walked around. I was like, oh, fuck. He's like, who did that? It's like, I don't know. He's like, who were you parked next to? It's like, Dad, well, let's get it off. He's like, I already tried. It's not coming off. We got to paint it. We got to re-clear it. It's not coming off. It baked in the sun. You're fucked. How long's it been there for? Well, I don't ever go to the passenger side of my door. I hadn't washed my car in a week, which is also sacrilegious in my family. And it had baked it on so bad you could not get it off.
Oh.
So we had to wheel it off and re-sand and paint. And I had like a deep brown metallic painted and gold car. My dad was so angry at me, even though it wasn't my fault.
No.
And that went away, and then he was just angry at whoever that was. I never found out who it was. And it's probably good, because they're probably still alive now.
Yeah.
If we would have found out, he would have pulled someone out of a classroom. It'd have been fucking horrible. So that's my stickers on car story. I have a lot of great ones like that. So I'm excited. We get to play some Cyberpunk. The overlays are running the way I want. No lag. Everyone looks good. I'm gonna do rollover names, so I'm gonna make it my goal. I'm gonna make it so it glitches and shows your character name. That's the plan. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. It's the plan. And then, we're going to be playing some Cyberpunk in a couple weeks. Next week, we're going to have Kelly and Matt on to make their characters. So make sure to tune in for that. Tomorrow, we have ETHAUNTIA. We're going back into the darkest house.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because Kelly's gone. So there's going to be a solo darkest house moment for some people. That's the game plan. It may change up last minute. Who knows? Maybe the overlays won't run, and I'll just run ETHAUNTIA without Kelly in the middle of a combat. We'll have to do a flashback scene. And then Friday, Corpse Talk is back, so I'm super excited about that.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back this Friday. I'll give all that rundown at the end. Do you two have anything going on? Thank you for making characters with me tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done
So
a
much
live
fun.
character making stream, I don't think.
No, not
Shoot
with
shit
us.
and hang out. I
Yeah.
mean, we never have. Actually, on this channel, we've never done it. I wanted to use it to test the overlays. I can. Oh, by the way, it totally works too. I can turn people on and off in this. I have them 100% functioning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anything new for you all?
Thursday, I'll be on Banner Badger's channel. I don't know if they've announced what it is, but I'm doing like a guest spot.
Guesting.
That's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we're using Everyday Heroes,
Oh, nice.
the system. Yeah.
You can coach them on how to play it.
Yes, I'll be a medic. That's
They're
all
gonna
I'll
need
say.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to medic. And then on Sunday, Jenna and I will be on Trinity Division X Girl by Moonlight campaign run by Allie.
This sounds like a manga waiting to happen.
It is. It's a lot of words. And we play basically like Sailor Moon meets cutesy girls meets magical girls meets.
There's a lot
fun.
of meats. Is this meat cute? Like what's
It's
going
this
on?
huge like mesh of like anime and
That should be
all this
fun.
stuff.
What time is
It
that?
is fun. So we did that is 5 p.m. on Sunday Pacific Standard Time.
Nice.
Yesterday we did world building and a little bit of our characters.
So now your
I think-
character just needs little dash companions of all your characters from that show on her dash.
Yeah. I
Little
made
wobbly ones that move
Yeah.
when you're racing.
Bobbleheads
So as a
everybody
as a
that
group,
Dennis
you just see them
played.
go
Yeah.
as a group. That should
Yeah,
be
where
fun.
she also likes my character also likes Boba on that show, so
Maybe that's where it started.
maybe.
That's where it started. I don't, man. The
Maybe.
ideas are running.
Yes.
And then Adam, anything new with you?
No,
Just
nothing new
working?
with Me.
Just teaching children and working.
Working with kids and then having my fun on my Monday nights.
Do you teach your children not to shake hands with anyone named Nova
There's that.
I tell them that all the time.
all the time?
They're just like, is there anybody, Mr. Adam, I shouldn't talk to? Yeah, if you ever meet a girl named Nova,
Okay,
never
that's
talk to
fantasy. That's not real. Not real.
her.
We don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
We don't know that. We don't know
I'm
that.
at
Matthew Palmer, you're here.
Well, buddy, what's up? We just made it to the end. We just announced it.
yeah.
So, everyone, we will be back tomorrow with ETHAUNTIA, and then back next Monday with Mr. Palmer as one of them.
Woo-hoo.
I am Cyberpunk Detroit. Also, how awesome is it that it's DLC is the abbreviation for
I
the
love
show?
that. I love that.
DLC. So I can put
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk DLC as a
DLC.
hashtag, and it just fucking pulls it up. Oh, man. Matt, I hope you're ready to make your character. We haven't said what you're making yet. We made Rev tonight for Diana and Calvary for Adam. She's playing a nomad. He's playing a lawman. Dirty lawman. I think it's dirty. We don't know yet. I guess I find out after this. I'm a little worried. And yeah.
He showers.
He showers. All right. Well, wave bye. I'm going to go to me and close this out for
Bye,
the
guys.
evening.
Bye, friends. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yes.
It's going to be great. I know. So, everybody, I feel like I should wear these to close the show out. They were sitting here. Someone asked me why I wasn't wearing them. Thank you for tuning in tonight, everybody. We're going to be back next week with our Cyberpunk character creation, Detroit Living City. I can't wait. I love Cyberpunk, and Detroit is something near and dear to me and Kelly and Alan, if he's watching this. It's going to be a wild ride. But, like always, if I can remember how this goes, I think it is the glasses don't come off until I see you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a